This episode brought to you by all the brave men, women, dwarfs, all the people that did it for the gibber, all the people who do it for the tobacco, all the heroes who don't give a shit about being on a billboard. They save the universe with no regard for their own safety or their own ego. This one's for all the little guys out there. For the people who drive up into alien spaceships, and get caught at the airport saying that the government's after them because they really fucking are. This is for you. This one's for me. This is for that dog over there that keeps staring at me. I swear to God, if you piss on the rug, there's going to be a real problem. Whose dog is that? It's for the Pope. This one's for all the marbles. This one's for the whole shit and shaboodle. This is for the people that give 110% every goddamn day. And by miscast commentary.
Hey everybody, we are watching Independence Day and you are listening to Miscast Commentary.
You're listening to Miscast Commentary, where two guys have seen way too many movies and have way too much time on their hands.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Now here's your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray.
Hey everybody, welcome to Miscast Commentary. I'm Joe Finley.
I'm Todd Tebow, the Sailor Murray.
And we are in a state because we tried to get a little bit of a fun Zoom thing going and it backfired on us.
What a bomb.
It did not work out.
We kept getting this, Mexican guy or something. He was playing the guitar, but in the top corner was tentacle porn or something. I don't know what the hell was happening. Then we saw America's cock, which is kind of nice, actually.
Yeah. I didn't.
That was about it. That was really about it. We didn't get anybody.
Okay, but we are smack dab between Canada Day.
We are. Happy Canada Day. Way later.
Yeah, well, not way later, just a couple days. And it is the day before the 4th of July, making it the 3rd of July. So we are thrilled to have you join us and celebrate these holidays with us. This is your virtual fireworks right here, right now. Let us do it. And we picked a movie that occurs during this exact period of time. It takes
True
place
story as well. You'll all remember it.
You betcha. So we got to get this one going because it is long and there's only one way to get it going, and it is to press play.
No, not yet. Oh my God, you were so not ready. He's now rewinding. Start rewinding.
It went back in chapters.
Oh, here we are. Keep going.
Right.
That's the niner there.
All right.
Now. There we go.
Oh, I just muted it because it wasn't.
Oh, for the love of God. Oh, geez, no, I don't hear nothing.
Uh-oh.
What the fucking shit? It was all good before you started fucking pressing things. Dun, 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 dun. Press one of those buttons again.
There we go. I figured it out.
First time on the job there,
I just muted the wrong thing.
Christ.
Okay, so you heard the 20th Century Fox thing, but you're not hearing the rest.
He hasn't been around in a while.
Roland Emmerich has not been around in a while, and of course I've left my phone over there, so now I'm gonna have to load it up here.
Independence Day. Sounds like bowling. Like they're getting hit like a bowling pins.
Mm-hmm.
This reminds me of font from another movie. Oh, here's the truth. The American flag was put on a set in Tallahassee, Texas, so many years ago. But what they didn't know was on that set, the boom mic operator was an alien.
Well, I'm really excited because, like, I think they said 2024 is the next moon mission. And
when?
2024.
2024?
Something like that.
They're gonna go there and find a bunch of juggalos. Like, fuck.
That's where all the Faygo comes from.
Yes, in the crevices of
you find out there's been a thing there the whole time. They're only into mid-90s wrestling because that's when they were like making appearances places.
Right.
But you mentioned Roland Emmerich, who was born in Germany. He did some early projects in like the mid-80s, very early 90s, where he was it seems like it was in Germany. It didn't really say, like, they had very American names and all the characters had very American names, but all the actors had very German names. But then his first big U.S. picture was Universal Soldier.
That movie rocks balls.
Then he did Stargate, which was part of our 3-movie a thon that one time when we went to the mall and we just stayed there all day.
I didn't know where you were going with it. I was like, we never watched fucking Stargate on here.
No, not in here. We watched that in high school.
Oh my God. What is this?
I don't know, something
floating around out there.
And then obviously he did every other disaster movie. He did Godzilla, The Day After Tomorrow, The Patriot, which was its own thing.
That Godzilla movie had a lot of money into it too. What a fucking waste.
I know, eh?
All them baby raptors running around.
It's a thing that could have been so easy to like make good. I mean, it's such a simple formula that they just didn't seem to
he's listening to The End of the World by R.E.M.
Mm-hmm. This was actually supposed to be Tears for Fears, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, and it got changed last minute. I don't exactly know why.
I thought that was, what's his name for a minute there? Jurassic Park dude.
No.
What's his name?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. But
Jeff Goldblum. That's the Asian Jeff Goldblum right there. Get me the Asian Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. And then, so he also did, Roland Emmerich also did, he's doing a movie called Moonfall, where basically an asteroid crashes into the moon. Now the moon is heading towards Earth, like in a
oh my God, bro, get over it.
It's Armageddon with the moon.
He also did 18 whatever.
And Josh Gad is in that.
He also did that one where it was back in the day with the woolly mammoths.
Oh, 10,000 BC.
10,000 years BC. There you go.
And what else? He's got another one. He's doing a Stargate reboot. And then another one called Maya Lord that I don't really have any info on.
He's making mad cash.
And then we want to talk about Dean Devlin, who basically like co-wrote all these movies with Roland Emmerich. But he also wrote and directed the movie Geostorm, which is again another fucking giant disaster
this man
movie.
is just obsessed with disaster movies.
He needs to be on a list, really. Like it's just all he wants to do is blow up like major world, or especially U.S.
monuments, and the nice places that they have or whatever.
Mm. What would be the best? I want to do another version of this where it's like that voice or sound, and then it goes to the other side, and it's still in the SETI place, and it's Jack Black is like drumming on the satellite, going like it's just the whole thing.
Oh my God! It's what's his name? It's the father from
Over the
Wonder Years.
Oh yeah, it's him as well. Sorry, I was looking at Robert Loggia. I wasn't paying attention
this
to
guy.
Dad.
That guy's the man. Mm-hmm. Is that his name? Robert Loggia?
Robert Loggia. He apparently there was one day he refused to come out of his trailer, and Roland Emmerich went to see him, and I guess he was told when they were like, to kind of see what kind of role we want you to play in this. He told him to watch Airplane. He meant to say Airport.
Oh my God.
And so he refused to come out. He's like, I didn't agree to do some like spoof movie or blah, blah, blah. And he didn't want to do the movie anymore because he thought he was doing some spoof. He's like, no, I told you to do the wrong movie. I told you the wrong movie. And like,
Airport.
Yeah. So that's what happened with that poor bastard.
Oh my God, Bill Pullman. There he is.
Bill Pullman, to fellow Chris Gethard fans, our little inside joke, Bill Pullman, not a sandwich. And yeah, it doesn't mean anything to you, Todd.
Not one fucking thing.
And that's okay. Most recently, he was in The Equalizer 2, and he was in the TV show The Sinner, where he was like,
yes, that was supposed to be a good one, actually.
It's pretty decent, actually. It's not too shabby at all.
Oh my God, he got busted in bed with another little kid.
Yeah.
This is Brian Singer. Holy Jesus. I don't know how that man makes work.
Here we go again, baby.
Oh my God, he always says, let's let my daughter deal with this crisis.
Yeah, no doubt.
What's Rwanda?
So, so the best thing, I guess, ahead of the movie, Dean Devlin got the U.S. military to like partner up with the movie, like Michael Bay style. Like they were going to like consult on it and do all sorts of stuff, especially with like the military operations with, and all that. But then when they saw all the Area 51 shit in the script, they just immediately pulled out of their support.
No shit, eh?
So they were just like, nope, nothing to do with it.
Oh, fireworks going off there.
Yeah.
Because it's our Independence Day.
Yeah, we will warn you, as we said, we are recording this on Canada Day, and there are a bunch. There will be some fireworks during this movie and our next movie.
I have a problem with this.
Yeah. Well,
how come the president's not black?
That is true. That's true.
Although in the one, Morgan Freeman was the president, and he's black, I think.
He's...
Am I allowed to acknowledge that he's black?
Yes.
Am I?
Yes. You're also allowed
Who
to
is
like...
that girl? She reminds me of Who does she remind me of? But it's not her. Not Andy and Triple Horn. She reminds me of... I don't fucking know.
No, I thought it was somebody completely different too, and I'm trying to remember who it is. I can't remember.
The room's not as zazzed up, I would think, as for the president's room. Especially like the phone.
Well, what's it supposed to be, right?
Send out the old alien finder.
Yeah. But that was Mary McDonnell, if I'm not mistaken.
Mary McDoodle? Are they hiding behind the old moon here? Are they pushing the moon in front of them?
Oh, no, it's not Mary McDonnell. Sorry. That was Margaret Collin.
Get comfy, baby. Just like at the theater. I'm taking my belt off.
So, but Mary McDonnell, who I did mention earlier, she is the president. She plays the president's wife there. She actually took this role just without reading the script or anything, just on, it's a movie about 15-mile wide spaceships. And she was like, okay, I'm in. She's like Samuel L. Jackson and Snakes on a Plane style.
I like that. I'm sure the first thing that she did was because they're going to pay her.
Yes, yeah. It's just like,
she's like, paycheck deal. She just had to ask something, you know? There he is.
I can't say enough awesome things about Judd Hirsch, and then I can say even more awesome things about Jeff Goldblum.
I think Judd Hirsch is in this film. What an eclectic cast of white people. Yeah. Oh, no, Will Smith's in it.
Will Smith is like the main dude.
I fucking totally forgot about him.
Yeah. Awesome. But yeah, Judd Hirsch, he was recently, he was in Big Mouth, and he was in the Goldbergs for a little bit. He is doing a couple of like small budget things right now called The Deadly Legend and Burning at Both Ends. Jeff Goldblum, on top of his World According to Jeff Goldblum on Disney Plus, which is amazing. You have to go check that out.
I don't have to do anything.
You do. He's got the latest Jurassic World movie he's going to be in. He is in the Marvel What If animated series playing the Grandmaster again. He's in a movie called The Price of Admission, which is about some playwright, blah, blah, blah. And then another one called They Shot the Piano Player, which I feel like he just took because he gets to be a piano player in it.
Right.
So... But it's hard.
This is like us. Every night after our podcast, the phones are off the hooks. TVs are going crazy.
You have no idea.
Some guy's riding around on a bicycle. Harvey Firestein's there being gay.
Yeah.
I gotta kill my mother. I love this man. I love this man.
Harvey Firestein. He was a huge guy.
I love his voice.
Oh, it's the best. Huge guy on Broadway.
Oh, look at all the product placement. This reminds me of all the Pepsi and fucking. It's like the same scene in T2.
I guess they just have a Coke machine there, which is why
that was amazing. He just was like, "How many Coca-Colas do I have to pick up off the floor, Harvey Firestein?"
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. My mother would tell me.
But he was like the original Edna Turnblad in Hairspray. What else do we got for him?
Where is the good fireworks display tonight?
There's none because I think there's one in Ottawa.
Is it going to be in the like on the weekend?
What's that?
No. Is it going to be on the weekend, or they're just not even going to have it?
No, well, they can't have a gathering, so there's no like they're doing.
Oh yeah, sure. But when they're protesting, they have 8,000 people shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah. Actually, you'll find it's really funny because I guess there was a big study that showed that it's not like where the most contact like tracing stuff is happening where for people with new cases.
Right.
By comparison, virtually none of it is coming from the protests. It's all coming from the fucking yuppies who like swarm the beaches and stuff like that.
Right. And all the people who are like, I'm not going to, you know what? I'm going to protest this by not wearing a mask, take my gun down to the library.
Yeah, there's a great photo great photo that I saw that was like the perfect definition of it. It's people marching down doing a protest and they're all wearing masks, and then a bunch of yuppies sitting around a table in an outdoor cafe and none of them got masks on and they're like, ha ha ha. So Randy Quaid,
oh my God.
For a guy whose career ended like more than 10 years ago because he went bananas.
Yeah, he ended up at the Canadian, on the Canadian side of the border, ranting and raving that like the American government was after him, which it probably was. And now I haven't heard it. He tried to claim asylum or something.
Yeah. He was wanted for like some charges or another.
Or something,
so the government was after him in that he had committed a crime. But but then he took this video where like he put on like a mask that was like on the government, and his girlfriend, he put on a different mask and it was like it was his mask and he was fucking her from behind in the video and stuff like that.
Randy Quaid?
Yeah.
Right
it was like a crazy person video.
I love this is such a movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then it cuts to their crazy drunk pilot dad. Dad, You can't even there's no retribution for you, Dad.
Yeah,
you're
you'll
such a drunk asshole.
And you'll never change. Apparently, because he calls him his son calls him Russell there and calls him Russell through the whole thing. Apparently, there was a scene that they wrote that explains that he's only his stepdad. He's like, "You're not my father. You just married my mother."
Just Russell.
Yeah, you just Russell.
Look at all the little ones come off of the big one.
That's pretty awesome. And those ones are like 15 miles
Fucking
away.
huge. That's a big ass spaceship. Why would they want to come here just to blow us up?
They
Like, what the fuck?
Well, they do.
I'm sure they'll answer questions later.
Yeah, and you have seen this movie more than once, so you probably could have picked it up on any of those.
Nope, never did.
Whoopsie doodle. This gentleman, oh God, what's his?
He wasn't even reading like what they were. He was reading a Murphy Brown script he wrote.
I'm gonna play the assistant in that one.
Yeah, they're like, what the
Robert
fuck,
Loggia,
bro?
that is the worst dyed hair I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, look at my hair. I don't know if it was the.
Looks great.
I don't know if. Yeah, come on, of course it does. But I don't know. I was looking in the mirror. I don't know. Is there red in there? Look at the tips. I don't know if it was the light that was hitting me.
You know what? I have a very similar thing when I had hair.
I was like, I'm seeing some red.
That tends to happen in the sun, and you've been doing a lot of walking out of doors, so I can see that.
My pubes are looking good too. They've gotten even more sun. So I guarantee you somewhere around here is having a fireworks display. Maybe Niagara Falls.
No, they're not.
I'm going to film the fireworks display we have on the island on Monday. Look at that. It looks like a face.
It
Look
does.
at that.
It's a pumpkin. It's a pumpkin that
God.
it's a pumpkin that my son carved.
And he's got like stubble. He's had a hard night of Halloweening.
Yes.
Oh, see that Pullman look? Now we're in the Iraqi desert.
That's when this was.
This was 96. This movie takes place. Don't you guys all remember when all these aliens came down?
Yeah, I was there.
And Will Smith saved the day. And
now Todd and I had a very weird. This was really cool. Actually, two very specific stories from the exact same place related to this movie when Todd and I were in our teens. The first one being, we went and saw this while we were up north for 3 weeks. We were at a cottage with Todd's aunt and uncle, and we saw.
On the preview.
We saw a commercial where it said only in theaters on July, whatever the day was. I think it was the 2nd, and
they should have put it the other way.
I know.
Like the movie comes out July, whatever, only in theaters.
Yes. And so it sounded to us like it was only being released for that day. So we had like a panic attack and Todd's aunt drove us into town so we could watch the movie.
It was awesome.
In the longest, skinniest theater I've ever been in.
It was one person just in a big long line.
Yeah. Realistically though, it was about 4 seats or 5 seats per side with a center aisle, and it went down forever.
It was like the porn cinema I worked at was like a bigger theater.
Oh my God.
Oh, who can watch this channel? Somebody hit the fucking TV. What the fuck, man? They made him tough back then.
Exactly.
Fucking wail on it.
They don't make them like this anymore.
They certainly don't,
They don't, because now they're flat.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
You'll be hearing from my lawyer.
I apologize.
Fucking asshole.
I'm trying to bring it back hard. The second of our high school stories from this, we were up north. We were at the cottage, and we were on a boat. We were on a rowboat, and we rowed out to this island in the center of the lake, and we were with Todd's uncle's brother,
crazy uncle.
Yeah, and so we go out to there, and we're exploring this island. It's really cool. We've been going there for like a few years, and we'd always looked out of that island, going, "Man, I wonder what's out there." So we explored and we did whatever, and then we saw that like a storm was kind of like on the horizon. So we're like, "Oh, we should probably head back." So here we are on this metal boat in the middle of the lake, rowing back, and Todd we only had enough oars for 2 people, and Todd was facing backwards, and Todd starts going, "You gotta go faster. You guys gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go." And I've never seen Todd like this. And he's had guns pulled on him a lot.
All the time.
Constantly. And I turn around and it is exactly like this cloud formation.
Yeah, the thing holy shit.
Minus the fire. It's all the gray cloud just rolling in at you. That's exactly what it looked like. And you saw like lightning and shit like that. And it was just a... It looked just like this. It was terrifying. But then my aunt and uncle came out in the boat because they were also like, "Oh my God, we're about to be in the middle of Independence Day." They were on the motorboat, and we scooped the We scooped the rowboat up on and like kind of like hooked it onto the back of the other boat.
Just got the fuck out of there.
And we got in and we just threw up on land and we went up and I remember the dogs were up barking and it was pouring by the time we got there. And we got inside and they just started screaming at his brother there. Like they're just like,
why would you take them out there?
The only good thing is like these are things we would have done on our own, but we would have gotten in shit. But he was like instantly our shield.
He's the adult, so he's the one who's gonna get in trouble. We get away scot free.
He's like, yeah, there's no like, why did you guys do this? And he's like, he told us.
If you're going to do anything bad, just have an adult with you. Lie to them. Get them there.
When I was a young teenager, I always got a certain adult around me just to get into trouble with, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh my God, I tried to hop the fence yesterday. I was trying to get to this date that I was going on.
Yeah.
And I wanted to cut through Ridley. And I was like, okay, I'm sure I can cut through here. And I walked to this fence, like down the side street. I got to this fence. I was like, fuck, like, damn it, I can't. And just as I was going to go climb the fence, the security guard drives by. And I'm like, son of a bitch. So I was like, maybe I can go through these woods. And as I'm walking through the woods, I run into two girls who were like, they're just in like their bra.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know if they were having a little lesbian fest out there.
I hope so.
But they were like so cute and like pretty much topless. And I walked into them and I was like, oh my God, I just stopped dead. I was just like, oh fuck, I'm about to be arrested.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, here we go. Like, you know, my fucking parole officer's like, you can't be around any topless girls at all. And here I am, just walk right into it. And the girls were like, do you live in that house there? And I was like, no. I was like, do you? And they're like, no. And I was like, okay, well, great. And I was like, can I get through here? And they're like, no, it's a dead end. We were also looking. And I was like, yeah, you were looking for each other's muffs. That's what you were looking for, you dirty little lesbians.
And they found them. Oh my God. They found each other's muffs.
That's right, Harvey. Two Harvey Firesteins from alternate dimensions.
Can you explain to me what a muff is, dear?
Sometimes.
Yeah. I want to find out who the original dad was. Like, I feel like...
Oh, the son here is somebody. Not the guy we just saw on the bike, the younger son.
Yeah. I thought, too, that the daughter was somebody. I thought she was in like Mrs. Doubtfire or some shit. I don't know.
Listen to the voice of that man.
I want him to be. There's no shame in hiding.
Yeah, there it is.
Everything he says is
I
fucking
better
brilliant.
Call my mother. Damn right, bro. You better call your mama.
This actually surprised me. I thought that this was an old stat, but apparently it's not. This movie holds the record for the most miniature model work ever to appear in a single film.
Yeah, this movie actually used, I remember watching kind of a best of thing, and they used a lot of really cheaper old school techniques mixed with, so like CG. We'll see it better now that it's an older movie, right?
It's mostly with the buildings and stuff like that. But what's really interesting, like I was thinking that something like Lord of the Rings would have beat it.
Right.
But I guess
they weren't miniatures, man.
A lot of it was miniatures.
No, but I mean, like a lot of it was like actual giant sets. The with like,
yeah. But but they said that there was so many in it that they likely will never be broken as a record now. That like
that's
CG's
awesome, man.
Stuff
if
like
you can't blow up the building, man, just make a little model. Oh my lord,
well, it's the friggin' Emmerich, right?
Oh,
these guys
are all laughing.
No wonder he drinks, because like how friggin' mean. Like it's like, could you imagine?
It's a vicious cycle.
You imagine every day you go to like get a bite to eat, everybody's like, "You're a fucking asshole."
Everyone, your own mother pops her head, and they're right. I've been telling you for years.
This needed to be like the rest of I can't remember who he is. The rest of this movie should have just been a big fucking "I told you so" from him.
I told you so, you goddamn bastards.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, you're living in a ain't nothing wrong with living in a trailer.
No.
What is he? Do you have that kid's name?
No, I don't.
Look at that.
That is pretty cool looking.
You know what it probably is? Like if that wasn't CG, although I think it was, what they did, because
real.
Well, what they did for like Backdraft and stuff like that is they had like they did it on the floor.
Oh, I know, we haven't seen him yet.
They put fire out like on the floor, and they like had it like go out on the floor, and then they just turned it upside down, so it looked like it was crawling across the ceiling. That was Ross Bagley, who actually plays Will's cousin Nicky in Fresh Prince, like right around this time. I think.
Yes, that's true. It was. Yeah. They added the new kid.
Yeah. I honestly
like 7.
Yeah, and I think that happened after. He also plays Buckwheat in the Little Rascals movie.
remake.
Yes. Well, of course it was a remake because it was 90 years after the first one.
Could have been a reboot.
America's dung just got covered up. And America's boobie is just got covered up.
Oh, fuck. Here comes the shade.
Yeah.
This would have actually, I would have died for this today. I was outside today getting some sun. My daughter got a sunburn. I would have loved a giant friggin' spaceship come and shade us.
Oh, Trump should be out there with no glasses on, looking at the goddamn.
Well, it would
looking at the spaceship.
Okay. Oh, there he is with the Pope.
The Dalai Lama. Oh yeah, blow these models up. Let's see how these models. Oh, look at the twin towers. Blow up the twin towers. Do they?
No. No, it's the other building. The Empire State Building is the one they do. I remember this was the stuff like in the teaser trailer and stuff like that.
I heard something about how they're not showing 3 episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine because of George Floyd thing. There's like questionable, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I hate when they do that. I understand if it was something so right on the money.
Yeah.
But if it's like, it's something way, way off, like could loosely be connected to the, you know what I mean?
When
like,
you did it years before.
Yeah, like, come on.
Actually, I guess Brooklyn Nine-Nine just pulled back. They had the first 4 scripts for next season ready to go, and they pulled them all back because they're going to address all the craziness. Because like people started going nuts, going cancel all shows that feature cops. It's like they're defunding the TV police too.
Lord, they're defunding the TV police.
And it was just like, fuck, like what? Like these guys haven't done anything wrong. They're glorifying. No, they're not. Like it's just hapless nonsense.
Okay, so now this episode is going to be on relatively soon.
Yeah.
Okay, so the COVID just happened all over the world.
The COVID, yes.
And I thought that if this thing continued, right, the norm would be everybody wearing masks.
Yeah.
So then you'd go to the movies and all the actors are wearing the masks.
Yes.
So like every movie you can't, you know what I mean? It's like Bane, every movie.
Yes.
Like they're kissing, they've got the masks, but then you could take it one further with porno.
Yes.
And it's like they're kissing in masks. It's just like a dick touching a mask.
Yeah.
And then when they do like the bukkake or the face blow shot, she's got like the face shield on. So just onto the face shield.
Now here's the question. Does the mask in the mask count as his mask?
No.
Or does he have to wear a mask over the mask's mask?
Even if he will morph his face into a mask,
yes,
he will still have to wear a mask.
But what happens when he's smoking?
He's got to take the mask out, baby. There's probably a hole. I cut a hole in mine.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Look at the size of this thing.
It's really cool because it's like every time you see like in these movies like a flying saucer come down, it's always just like a and it comes down, whatever. But it's the size. It's like but it's the size of like an airplane essentially.
Right.
Like,
this thing's a fucking beast.
And this is like
and that's attached to the other fucking big monster.
And there's like 10 of them all floating around.
Oh, here he is.
So, Roland Emmerich and Dean Devlin always wanted the main guy to be black.
Right.
And they actually thought of Will Smith initially because they had just seen him in 6 Degrees of Separation. Or maybe not just, but like maybe in the pre-production for like when the idea
he's
was
got the
around.
chops.
And they were like, he could be really good and he's not like some gigantic star and we could like, he's got Fresh Prince, whatever, but that's all good. And they got a lot of fight back from the studio, a little bit of racism, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And they stuck to their guns and they got him. And
nice.
This ended up like, I mean, this turned him into the movie star that he is today.
Look at this. Yeah, this was his first big blockbuster, I guess, eh?
Yeah. Well, it was literally.
So this is the movie that really kicked off his blockbuster status.
He's one of the first guys. Like this happens all the time, or seems to happen all the time now. But he's one of those guys who was on a TV show and then got this gigantic movie, and then still had to continue his TV show afterwards, like fucking Melissa McCarthy.
Right.
Like she was doing that god awful show, and then she gets Bridesmaids, and then she's like, oh, 6 more years of this fucking thing.
Of what's it called?
Yeah, Mike and Molly.
He's like, what the fuck?
And then he gets, and then finally Molly distracts Mike with Abishola over there, and then he goes over there.
Yeah, Bob cheats on what's her name with Abishola. Oh, look at that fucking helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck!
I do all the sound effects for
Roland.
Roland Emmerich.
Oh, Vivica A.
Vivica
What's her
A.
name?
Fox.
I want to be Black Mamba.
Yeah.
Well, which one was she?
I think you're right.
No, she was. Which one was she? She was a Black Mamba. Was
I
don't
fucking remember any of their names.
Snake Shoot was she? They should have Boris in here clicking away.
Have what?
Boris. I am Boris.
Oh,
well, you
okay.
can sit on it, but
Boris.
you can't take it with you. It's
Chill.
your vagina.
chair. But I always had an argument against that. You could sit on it, but not take it with you. You could take a chair with you.
Yeah, sure you can.
Some of them are on wheels, and it's really easy.
Exactly. He's been hiding. They evacuated forever. He's still on the phone with his mom.
Why did I send my mother to Atlanta? I have such a problem with this where I only repeat like what he says. Can I buy a Fruitopia or a Minute Maid? Arrowhead spring water. Oh, David.
Oh, you should have left so long ago.
Yeah. I feel like we would have been smart enough. Like the second you saw that thing, you're like, we're gone.
Get the fuck out of here.
Before anybody even had a chance to get in their cars, people are still getting out to stare at what's going on. We're already in the highway.
Oh, hell yes. I'm already in the bunker, for Christ's sakes.
Now, here's the deal. I'm going to put this out to our listeners. What city, like, if you...
I think he's such an over-actor in this,
I
like,
know.
holy
he's perfect. He's perfect in this movie. I won't accept any criticism about him in this movie. He's so good. I want people to reach out to us. I'll put this out on Twitter and stuff too. If you come from what you deem to be an unimportant city, I want you to tell us where it is. Like, you have to think that you would be the last place the aliens would go.
Right, because it just showed there was like all over all the major cities.
Yeah, Moscow, London, like Washington, L.A., New York, like all these places.
Thorold
Yes.
will be completely unscathed.
Yeah. Tell us where you're from that is so unimportant that the aliens would just completely skip you.
Newfoundland.
I
would be like, shoot them first.
It's the gateway to the lobster belt, baby.
Oh my God, the lobster belt. Shut that up, lady.
I like.
Oh my God, this movie's so cheeseball.
I know, but
it works though.
I love a disaster movie.
Yeah.
Like
he's going to be the guy that figures it all out because he's the only one who's looking at the patterns in between the patterns, man.
I guess the guy who did the score for this movie, he was working on this movie the trailers and stuff were still had already come out, like the teasers and stuff.
Right.
This movie had a ton of hype and he was so stressed out he was trying to avoid the hype. So he locked himself in a hotel while he was like writing the score. And then he'd look out the hotel and there was like a helicopter with friggin' Independence Day like on the like floating from the back from him.
I mean, like the previews are out and he hasn't even got the score ready yet.
That always happens.
Really?
Yeah. Well, what's his face who did Lord of the Rings, Howard Shore, he had to do score after the movie came out because of the extended cut and stuff like that. But like even his other score, she's
not happy.
She gives you some serious black attitude there where it was just like you could see the beginning.
Blatitude.
Yeah, you could see like the beginning of like the head go, and then she's like,
she gave up on it.
And then the singer,
she was thinking, "You're not even worth my head swiveling around."
Exactly,
insanely.
I know.
Looked like something out of a Tool video where it's just a blur.
Can we say how well Will Smith has aged?
Of course, black don't crack.
No, but I mean, Vivica A. Smith looks
she looks hot as fuck. I saw her on this new show where they just talk shit about men.
I know you were. I want to
be on there so bad.
But she still looks her age. Like he looks.
He's probably had Botox like and shit.
Look
at what did he just give him, some candy and fireworks?
Yeah, probably.
Fucking right. Here, blow your hand off, kid. Have a story to tell your old lady when you're older.
Like Jason Pierre-Paul from the from the Giants. There.
Did you ever I snapped at you. I know you have to go save the world.
Did you ever see that picture of Jason Pierre-Paul's hand?
Who the hell is that guy?
He was like a defensive player for the Giants, and before the season,
fingers off.
Yeah, and it looked like a fucking elephant testicle, like his hand. It was so fucking gross.
Stay safe with those fireworks, people.
Yeah.
If you're gonna put like a Roman candle in between your butt cheeks and shoot it out, make sure the end you put in your butt crack is not where the flames come out.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been there, bro. Melted my a-hole clothes. I had to go to the hospital. They had to scrape it out, make a new one.
Yeah, no doubt. So this movie with
that's why I go through so much toilet paper. I have 2 anuses.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with COVID. It was all we're all gonna be shitting out our mouths.
Every day we go to work and they ask us the same questions, and every question I'm like, I technically should say yes, but it's only because I'm like a drunk. It's like, do you have a headache? Oh, fuck yeah, man. I got pretty drunk last night. Do you have diarrhea every fucking day? And there's blood. I'll show you pictures. Do you feel like whatever? I'm like, oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. It's just shot.
It's like that, like those white yuppies who like stuck there.
Who came out. Like, I was just singing along with Les Mis. cut me in the middle of my regular Tuesday Les Mising.
I love me a Revolution musical. But yeah, you reminded me of those yuppies who came out during the protests and they came out with like the fucking machine gun.
I love it.
He was wearing like his fucking like pink polo shirt. So Mary McDonnell, who we talked about very briefly early on, plays the president's wife, actually played the president in Battlestar Galactica.
Oh my God, she
So
was.
we had that.
That show's supposed to be amazing.
Apparently, she played the judge in the remake of 12 Angry Men with Jack Lemmon and George C. Scott, the one that we based our version of the play.
They based it on our play.
Yeah, exactly. She was the mom in Donnie Darko. She was in an 80s.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Donnie Darko.
Yeah, she was in an 80s like soap opera kind of thing called ER, and then was actually in the regular ER, like the major ER after that. To air
There's and air.
And then she was also a regular in The Closer and in Fargo, the TV show.
The
Fargo,
TV show, yeah.
Yes.
That's supposed to be good too.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people go on
how
that.
it works.
Chris Rock's
Is it
on
like
that.
different? I don't know what the hell. It's like different, the same town, different murders, different cops. I'm like, what the hell?
I think it's like different times.
Oh,
Because it's like different. Like a lot of the cast is different. Like going from. I forgot
I have to argue. Listen to me, for Christ's sakes. That's what I live for.
I forgot that he was in
that his dad or
The
something?
Right Stuff. Yes, that's his dad. They don't, not to be anti-Semitic, but don't they look like that?
That kid right there is killing me.
Fucking look it up on your phone.
No, that's not my job.
Who's?
I'll get it. It's yours. We're just gonna ask whose job is it? It's yours.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Fuck should be.
I'm sorry. Well, the problem was we had like we went out and had like a little like celebration today at my aunt's pool because my aunt wasn't there and she told us we could use her pool. So we
Celebrating that she's not there.
Yeah.
Well, she's not here. Let's party. Jump in the pool.
well, it's just all about the distancing. She wasn't going to be there and she's trying to keep distant from people, but she was
Right.
going.
It's over.
It's no. Oh yeah, right. Go tell Florida that.
It's over, bro.
I like that you're still using the wrong pronunciation to create.
to create a new word. Exactly. It's gonna catch on huge in the
Huge,
ghetto.
like-
In the ghetto.
But yeah, so anyways, we got. Oh my God, that's probably the first time in decades that song has been referenced.
Like, this is the time to get it on. Girl, there's aliens. We could be dead. Just let me stick my dinky in you.
That kid too, I think he might have been in Full House or something like that, basically trying to steal one of the kids' virginity in that too. Like that's all he tries to do is
Steal. She looked like she was right into it. Steal her virginity.
No, but but like literally, he's like, you don't want to die a virgin, do you? Like he knows what he was.
That's how
fucking
you
doing.
get laid, buddy. End of the world.
I still do that. I'm usually holding a knife, but it doesn't. That's a terrible. I fucking apologize for that.
Don't shoot at the saucer.
That's no, but that's a funny
or
joke.
a sheriff's hat.
That's a funny joke, except for the fact that would have to be news.
For real.
That would have to be in there now.
American citizens, please stop. Out of all the world, there's one broadcast going out now, and there's like, America, please stop shooting at the alien.
So,
I'm sure they would bring, like, what if he didn't go in that day?
Yeah.
He gets a letter from NASA, but they don't call him. They stick an envelope in his locker. Hopefully he shows up today.
Well, in fairness, they were called to be here. Like it's not like you can no show the fucking like Air Force. You just be like,
I'll let Bob fill in.
I'm calling in today. Fuck it. But Harry Connick was actually a last minute add to this because I was gonna say I fucked it up because Matthew Perry was actually supposed to.
I remember that story he told on that talk show where he's like, dodge that bullet.
I know, that was funny.
Oh my God, like he's gonna eat his butt out.
Yeah. That would have been a great scene.
He should have ripped a big fart right in his face.
Imagine you just found out that that's just an extra thing that's been going on. He's like, "Why won't you marry her?" You know why? And he just sticks his ass out. Clean that bad boy. This is in the days of don't ask, don't tell.
Oh my God! That was of course, the guy walks over and is like, "Oh, I knew you guys were gay."
Yeah.
Gay.
Hey everybody, they're freaking queers over here.
Yeah, we're gonna get married. I'm going to the wedding.
Yeah. Can we?
He didn't say there was anything wrong with it. He's just.
Wouldn't that have been amazing?
Oh fuck yeah.
No. You know what would have been even better if he's like, guys, these guys are freaking gay over here, and everybody else is super supportive.
Oh my God! Like she's a stripper.
Yes. Like, how much of these movies exits your brain?
Hmm?
How like you just reacted to this This is not even the third time you've seen this movie.
You don't know how many times I've seen it. It's the first time.
Okay.
I'm sure
Well,
they're going to have
I
that.
know
Like,
of one.
he's okay. I guess she doesn't do lap dances or anything, eh? Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Well, it's not even a topless bar. If you remember her, she is, I can't remember.
They
who the
can't
fuck
go
she's
fully
married to.
naked
Yeah.
in the States, which is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, that's weird. No, but
They have
she's
to
not
have
even,
like
that's not even
things over
topless
their
bar.
nipples. Well, she was just in the first set, and the second one you take the bra off.
Yeah.
Third one you take the bottoms off. But in America, you pay all this money, and then they just have things over their nipples, and they can't even show you their puss. It's like, the fuck am I even doing here?
I don't know. What are you doing there? They're all gross.
Oh yeah, I went to fucking the Hustler Club in the States. There's a bunch of Hell's Angels in there, and I was like, this is the lamest fucking strip club I've ever been to. And nobody, it's like dead silent in there. Nobody's saying a word.
Yeah.
Nobody cheers for the girls. The two guys I was with were on a boat. They're there all the time, right? Because their boat just goes back and forth to the two places.
Yeah.
This being one of them. And so they knew the girl. Each one of them spent $500 on this girl.
Oh my God.
So she was a stripper girl sitting at the table with us.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's a girl up there, and I'm like, woo! And I like cheer, and she's like, well, give her some money. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? She's like, if you cheer for a girl, the idea is that you give her money. I was like, that's why no one's cheering.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, and she was like, I need to make $2,500 a night. And I was like, honey, that ain't my problem. I was like, I don't know where the fuck you live, but if your rent has got to be you know what I mean? I was like, Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
That's what she said. She had to pull down $2,500, and each one of those guys spent $500 on her to get lap dances.
Jesus
You could go to like a brothel and have like 4 midget girls all over you.
Now, I was
It's like
right.
a 2-for-1 special.
Yeah. The
Little people.
Yeah.
2 to 3 little women.
Yes. Ooh, is that what Little Women's about?
Exactly. Turning them into whores.
That would be amazing.
Turn them out. Oh my God. Binary man.
Yeah.
Robin Williams as a crazy robot.
I'm trying to find the name of the girl who was just the other stripper there, because I know she's married to somebody and I can't fucking find it now.
Someone.
No, I remember like seeing it at one point and going, "Oh shit, she's married to him."
He's
You just
waving.
ignore me. Yeah, we'll just let's just keep doing a show here. I tried my best.
Come on, blow this shit up already. I'm fucking tired of this garbage. Nothing's
I
even
know.
fucking happened yet.
I know. At least they gave you a countdown. You're like, okay, well, we're close to one. Something's
Come
coming.
on.
Something's coming, and I know something's coming.
Mr. President. Oh, that guy, that skinny white dude there over there, he's in everything.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. Actually, there's a lot of people who are in this who are in From the Earth to the Moon as well. He was in From the Earth to the Moon. The dad from Wonder Years was in From the Earth to the Moon.
You know what they should have done? Which I think those lights are doing?
What's that?
Is the dun, dun, dun,
That is
dun,
essentially what they're doing.
dun. Well, how does it go?
I was just gonna do the.
The from Fifth...
I was gonna do
Close
the Hunger
Encounters.
Games. Yeah, no.
Yeah. That's almost Cape Fear.
Yeah.
Fuck. Somebody call in and tell me how that thing goes.
We did. You know what's really funny? I just told you this in a previous episode that I edited, like not too long ago.
Really?
And I told you this, and then I almost did the Hunger Games sound on that one too. So let's just put that one to bed.
Fuck it, eh?
Yeah. I'll never ever.
Once
find
the aliens come, you know I gotta save the notes to them.
Yes.
It's the only thing I know that soothes their alien hearts. Or whatever they consider to be their hearts.
It's their testicles.
Okay, so alien time. You got Joe and Todd alien talk. What alien monster do you least want to probe your anus, and which one would you want to?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm thinking if I wanted something on my ass, E.T.'s finger. Go up there, heal my prostate.
Yeah, if there's something wrong with you.
He probably would lovingly really just give it to you, like a good prostate milking.
I'm not mad at that, actually. That's a pretty good.
And the one I would least likely to have up in there would be the alien, the thing that comes out of, you know?
Oh,
I definitely do not want that thing probing my anus at all.
No, we don't want
It's going
that.
to take a bite out of my prostate like a big old apple. Going to make the sound, too. What about you? Tell me them now.
I think you nailed it on the head with E.T.
Nailed it on the head. We're talking backdoor, brother.
I know. So you nailed it up the ass then.
Yeah.
And then, just off the top
Maybe
of my
like
head,
the Predator. I don't want him reaching up there.
I don't want to get eaten out by the fucking xenomorphs. Because he's got that like second, like the second one comes
That's
out.
what I'm saying. Those fuckers.
Yeah, I don't want that.
The face hugger latches on, sucks all the shit out of you.
I know. I always love a good hug, so
A
I'll
good
support
hug.
that. I will
Well, okay, who are the least out of the alien movies where the aliens are supposed to be scary? Which one are the least, like, no, not scary? Like, well, the phobe was terrifying, so we have to throw that out.
Yeah, the phobe. Nobody fucking knows what the phobe is. You've brought up the phobe so many times on this show.
It's going to be big.
And nobody knows what it is. I was like, I love your... No, but I so admire that you're like, you know what? I'm going to keep... I'm going to make this... I'm going to make
if you're
this
allowed
something.
to keep mentioning fucking...
Community?
Yeah, there you go.
But people have seen that. Oh, that's who she's married to.
They haven't.
So she's married to Kirk Acevedo, the guy who was in Oz.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Wait, who was he? The guy who was in love with the dude from... Oh, him.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yep.
It was Alvarez in Oz.
Alvarez, yes. I want to go through that show again.
I think that's what we should do after our...
Game of Thrones.
After our Game of Thrones, we'll do Oz.
I agree.
And we've already got the title for that one. It's called Exploring the Hole.
Looks like they're coming up to the Borg. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. They're inviting you in for coffee, brother.
Not a lot of like it looks like it has so much like nice curvature when you're like driving up on it, but then it's flat when you get close.
Well, because
is this
so
a message
big.
about flat Earth?
Well, I believe, yes. I believe the parallel can be made. That this is definitely... Well, no, because it is a curve, but once you get up there, the curve is so fucking huge that it like...
Yeah, like real Earth.
I don't understand why these aliens would be... There you go.
There we go. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, first strike. There it is.
Well, in fairness, it's because they have no intention of peace. Do you know who that little girl is?
But why come here to just... They don't even want our resources. They just
No,
want to
they
blow
literally
everything up.
want our resources. That's actually something that they point out fully.
Water.
In this.
They can't have water.
Yeah. No, but did you see who the daughter is there?
Yeah, who is that?
That's Mae Whitman. She played Anne in Arrested Development.
No way.
Her?
What?
Her? Remember? It's
Her?
It's my girlfriend Anne. Her?
Her? I don't know. I don't remember it. I got it. That's another one I got to see. Again, not the new season, so.
She's as Anne as the nose on Plane's face.
Okay. Fucking right. Look at that car.
She's brilliant on that show. She was also in Parenthood, the TV show.
Good punch
That's
alien
my
right. You know what? I think possibly the wimpiest aliens were from that M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah, those guys were...
Remember he just hit him with a baseball bat? He's like, swing away.
Those guys were
And I
a
was like,
bunch of
somebody
Karens.
hit me in the fucking head with a baseball bat. Jesus.
It's got like... Is that Nakatomi Plaza?
Bruce Willis is hanging off the side. What's going on up there? Nobody's even shooting at me anymore.
That would have been a hilarious just joke.
Oh,
to do.
she's toast. Look at these guys.
Yeah, that would have been a hilarious joke to have. Like, just make it as an outtake. Like you're not intentionally going to use it. You bring him on set, and he looks up, and the thing starts lighting up, and he looks up. He's like, "Not again!" And he gets the fire hose and starts wrapping it around him, and then you just cut away, and you never see him again. I think
That guy's
that
been
would.
calling his mother all night. Yeah, why would you stay in that traffic? Like, Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
just run for it.
The best part too is
Oh, here we go.
like. I would want as many people to like. I don't want people to die and things like this, of course. But if I was in a
It's a
helicopter,
movie. Yes, I do.
No, but if I was in a helicopter, I would just be screaming at it. Fuck all y'all.
That's what she's going to say in a minute.
Yeah.
Why in God's name would you go up to the top of that building and wave your titties around at these fucking aliens?
Because she thought they were
Oh, they
going
don't
to
have the
come out and
internet
do
or anything yet,
friends.
so right now they will. Oh, fuck, here we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is where this movie takes it up a notch.
If Twitter or Reddit existed, nobody would be fucking here.
Well, because they would have just seen that they blew up
Yeah.
those planes. Holy fuck. This is awesome.
It is very pretty, though. She's not wrong.
pretty.
She was also in Saved by the Bell, the college years.
Oh my God, the thing's like going to hit the door opening there.
That would have been the best. They were
Jams it. It's like,
yeah,
fuck.
we're parked too close.
Yeah, there's the...
And then it goes back up, and then the whole thing raises up. And then
Look
It's
at the
taking
fucking
forever.
size of this thing.
like, yeah, you try and picture.
Where's the Avengers when you need them?
I know, right?
What the fuck?
That was actually a question I was asking. We watched Spider-Man Far From Home with the kids last night, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, why is it that the Avengers are never able to show up for any of these events when it's a solo movie? Like, and they bring it up. They're like, we can't seem to reach any of the other people.
Yeah, they're all Hulk, Thor. We just got you and Jubilee and you, Hawkeye.
What a weird mix. I think
Oh,
that's.
you better get your fucking ass out of there, El Presidente.
I think that should be a thing that they do and like a live action TV show, like the comic series Marvel Team Up.
Yeah.
Just do that for TV show. One episode.
Look at this computer.
Like,
oh fuck.
One episode, one adventure, like just random pairings of people. So you
Did they send them this countdown?
No, he figured out through the satellites.
Oh,
he was like the satellite signal that like the interruption of the satellite signal was breaking down, and there was a count to it, and then he just figured out that was their communication.
But that was a model. Look at the sweet model explosion.
That was a really bad edit because she went like this like 4 seconds before the blast.
Yeah, well, she was dodging the beam.
Oh, that would be amazing if you found out she survived. She's like, it's a good thing I went like this right before
it stops it.
Boom!
Well, you can see all the CG.
Yeah, but
oh man, it looks like Terminator 2 style.
Everything that's blowing up though, like all the buildings are all miniatures. Like the White House was that's coming up is all a miniature.
If this
is a miniature.
No, it wasn't. It was real.
Yeah.
Whoa! I remember being in the theater, being like, "Holy fuck!"
That was pretty. For the time, especially, that was.
If
really cool.
why run?
I know.
Oh my god, why run? Like, just give it up, like Harvey Firestein. Yeah. Harvey Firestein.
Yes.
Oh, I can't call my mother now.
He had the only fuck in this movie, but they took it out to avoid a ratings boost. Like a
ratings
well,
boost,
no, like like they didn't want that. Like they wanted the rating to be lower.
Even though you had to wait 50 minutes, man, it's good, good shit.
I know, but yeah. So he goes, because in the thing he's like, I gotta call my lawyer. He's like, nah, fuck my lawyer. But then they change it, and you hear him go, forget my lawyer.
This guy should have been one of the people in the car. Should have been more concerned about finding a cool song to die to. Fuck, I gotta find some Elvis. Count fucking shit.
Fucking right-wing talk radio nonsense. Or you've got or you have a married couple who's fighting. They're like, why don't you get out and see what the problem is? Why don't you get out and see what the problem is? You fucking hoppy and.
They always knew they'd go out arguing.
Yeah. I watched a good sketch, actually. It was a really old sketch. It was from like 2006. Ooh. It was Amy Poehler and Seth Meyers, and it was the couple who should be divorced. And it was just like everything. They were doing like a fertility test, and they were just like yapping at each other the entire time. It was so fucking funny.
I love because it's so old school. There's like a lamp in there.
I know.
It's not like a light, stuck up in the ceiling or something. It's a fucking, oh my God, they're not going to make it.
Yeah, they're like, how can we make this plane look different than other planes? What about a lamp?
This thing has just caused like a whole,
yeah.
You know what I mean? There's flames touching the spaceships doing nothing.
Yeah. She's
going to use her hot stripper moves to get out of this one.
That would have been amazing. That would have been amazing. Oh, my bra's stuck in the seatbelt, and then...
You know what? I got to give Will Smith props. Yeah. Would you be okay with... I guess if you met her as a stripper, then you would have to be okay with it.
Yes.
But no way in hell would I want my girlfriend to be a stripper. No fucking way in hell. But this guy's cool. He's okay with his manliness, right? He's all right with it.
Again, it's LA strippers too. Who knows? But we know, like the strippers we know and the places we've been around are like kind of gross and shady.
Oh my God!
There must be a better version of that out there somewhere.
Oh my God! The dog.
Yeah, no, the dog's dead. Don't worry about it. That dog's toast.
Yes.
I imagine that should have been the end of.
She kicks the fucking thing open. Whoa!
This should have been the end of Daylight. Where they're like, we're finally going to get out. And then all of a sudden they're like, hey, what's that thing? And this has been happening at the exact same time.
I'm sure he didn't run until she called him.
I know. But this whole thing has been happening the whole time above ground while Sylvester Stallone's Daylight has been happening underground.
He has no idea what's even happening.
Yeah, so like they're just sitting there like, we got to get up there. And then at the very end, it's like everything's destroyed.
He runs into Vivica Fox and that other dog.
This is the only way that Roland Emmerich can come, is the Statue of Liberty destroyed. Every single movie, the Statue of Liberty flat out destroyed.
And they show a shot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they made it. See, as long as you're out in the wilderness.
You'll notice that he is towing his plane behind him. That comes in handy later. We'll talk about that when that time comes.
I gotta find out who this kid is, man.
That
girl's so pissed off she didn't lose her virginity without, before the end of the world.
Yeah. I lost him. Pull it over, man.
Ralph
And that was another thing too. Apparently they had this whole thing that explains why that kid's sick. He's got like some kind of like disease or something like that. And I think they made it too like complicated a disease, it seems. So they just like stopped talking about it.
Oh my God, forget it. There's other shit going on.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's just going to fly around until where's he going to find gas? He's going to have to land somewhere.
Here's the kid. He was in Detroit Rock City, Cabin Fever.
There you go.
Cabin Fever, Pleasantville, Never Been Kissed.
It's Detroit Rock City that I'm thinking of him.
All right, well, there you go. Pull it over, man.
We did it, man. We did it.
I pulled it up a while ago, and I just forgot to go to it.
Oh, Bill Pullman.
I love
Thank
Bill
God the president made it.
I can't, like, he's been in some weird, like, he was in, like, Lost Highway and stuff
Yep.
like that. But, like, I still, every time I see him, I'm just like, Spaceballs. It's just Spaceballs. Nothing else.
He's had a pretty good career.
Mhm.
That Bill Pullman. He's always got work. He's always working.
Mm-hmm.
I'd vote for him to be the real president, unless he was running against Oprah.
People legitimately thought he was the real president when he was doing, like, the worldwide tour. They're like, oh my God, the president's here and stuff like
The
that.
president.
I was like, they don't think,
He meant Castro.
yeah.
Castro's got no idea. There's no TV there even for him.
That would be
you're
amazing.
the president, huh? Yes, I play the president on TV. I play the despot here. Oh, who's this?
Uh-oh, somebody's going out. Vivica A. Fox, the only spot that didn't collapse was that one door she knew. That would have
She
been the
just
best.
felt the vibe, man. Her female intuition.
She's like, I'm a stripper, but I've been like studying like structural engineering at UCLA.
That's why she's
like
stripping to pay for her structural engineering degree.
That's what I'm saying. And so she's like, that's the one place that won't collapse.
Whoa. Everything at Waste Zone, just them. Thank God she's hitched up with the main star.
And forget about just like they survived unfazed.
Yeah,
like
the
her
kid's
hair,
the kid too is just not even crying or anything. He's just like, whatever.
her hair is somehow less messy than it was when she was just in the car.
Oh, they're all sharing cigars. Might as well fucking smoke a cigar.
Yeah. You see guys in the back just flat out doing heroin.
Smoke 'em if you got it, boys. Shoot it if you got it. Snort it if you got it.
Fuck it if you got it.
Butt chug it if you got it.
So the really interesting thing too, Jada Pinkett was offered the role of Jasmine, who Vivica A. Fox is playing. She turned it down because she was working on The Nutty Professor too. Or no, Nutty Professor 1. She was in 1. Janet
Right,
Jackson
yes,
was
because
in
Janet
2.
Jackson.
Yeah, but she was,
yeah.
sorry, but she was working on The Nutty Professor, and so she turned that down. And they didn't know each other at the time, so like that would have been their new meeting,
And
and
they
stuff
didn't
like that.
know each other at the time.
Well, they might have known each other, but they weren't like together.
Right.
So, like,
Harry fucking Connick
He was
Jr.
great in this movie. I like Harry
And he's
Connick Jr.
good.
as an actor.
Remember he was in that murder where he was
Copycat.
the murderer?
Copycat. He was great.
Remember
in that.
he was doing all those copycats? What was
Yes.
it called?
I don't know. Aliens.
Yeah. Jimmy the Wild Man Raven.
Yes. No, he's Raven.
What's his name?
His name's Steven.
No, but what was his
the
like?
star of the movie.
Goose 2.
Goose the sequel. That's a 4-star general, in case you didn't know. He has 4 stars.
Yeah.
That guy,
I got 4.5.
man, looking like that really has worked out for some white people.
Yes, it
It
has.
was just like
For some?
Yeah, I know.
Wow, you're opening a can of worms with that one.
No, but I'm just saying, like, it's that like snooty ass face where he's just like, I'm gonna be able to play this role for the rest of my life.
Yep.
Like, you could like have me on my deathbed, and I'll be the old man who like runs like the company, and is like his last words are like, shut it down and put them on the street. Like, it's like that kind of thing. I was like, you did it, white guy.
This guy's like, oh, that crazy Raven.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a coffee heart. Sorry
He
about
is
that.
a wild man.
But I guess Roland Emmerich really let the guys like improv a lot. They said most of what Harry Connick Jr. did was improv. They let
Because
Will
he never
Smith-
learned his lines. Is that what they call that?
Probably. Will Smith did some improv, and they said that almost every single time that Jeff Goldblum interacts with Will Smith, almost everything's improv
From Jeff Goldblum.
from both.
Oh, that's awesome.
They're just like, just always just improv. And I love that. I love when, like, because, like, think about the scale of what this movie was, like, from a budgetary standpoint. From
How much
the fact
was
that
it?
it was going to be, we can get into that.
I'm going to take a wild guess. Okay, this
Yeah.
is 96. 120 million.
It was 75 million, which is still huge for them. There weren't a lot of $100 million movies back then.
This movie only cost 75 mil?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
But again, that's you're thinking, you got to think 75 million in $96.
$96.
So you're probably talking about like 160 million today.
Like nothing.
Yeah.
See, that's like punches. When people punch me, it's
I know.
like that. I don't
Yeah.
fucking even feel
Yeah,
it.
green goo comes off of him every time somebody punches him.
That's right. They
That's-
didn't want to
that's
punch me anymore
accurate.
because that shit stinks, and it's so hard to wash off.
Yeah. So yeah, the movie made domestic. It made 306 million, and it made 117 million worldwide. It's one of those ones that actually, like, one of those U.S. movies that actually made a lot more
Overseas.
Everywhere else than it did.
Right.
Usually, it's like the worldwide makes about 2/3 of what it made here, type thing.
Everybody likes watching the American shit blow up.
I think that's it. And so it opened up number one against what was there? Nutty Professor, which had Jada Pinkett, and Phenomenon, which also has Brent Spiner.
No
And then-
shit.
yeah.
What a weird box office time, eh?
And then Eraser, The Rock, and Twister were still on the
Holy
list
fuck,
at
and
that
then even
time.
smaller ones come out of those ones.
I know, right? And then out of those ones come even smaller.
Like, they're like
that
Russian dolls.
I was just gonna say, you find out that these are the Russian.
Holy
this is the Russians.
fuck.
And then what else do we got?
Oh, listen to the crazy sound effects.
Mhm.
We need to listen to hear if the Wilhelm scream is in here somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure it's somewhere. Week 2, it was still number 1 again. Courage Under Fire and Harriet the Spy had just come out. Week 3, it was still number 1. The Frighteners, Fled, Multiplicity, and Kazam all came out that week.
Oh my god. Multiplicity, the Frighteners?
Yeah. It went down to number 2 in week 4 when A Time to Kill came out, but it still beat Kingpin, which was new, a Randy Quaid movie.
Nice.
So that's now
what a weird time to be alive.
right. And then went to number 2 in week 4, stayed number 2 in week 5 when Matilda and Chain Reaction came out. And then I stopped after that. Like, it stayed number 4 for a couple
Chain
weeks.
Reaction
And
had
then
a good explosion in it.
Yeah.
What a terrible movie, though.
Yes.
The whole thing builds up to that big explosion.
Well, because the chain, it's going to cause a chain reaction. That's going to cause an explosion. Whoa.
Woo!
So other than Randy Quaid's biplane, all the planes that you see in this, you never see an actual plane. It's either a model or CG in every single shot. So they didn't even get one to, like, park off to the side. Like, just be like,
Well,
hey.
clearly they didn't need it. It's not like Tom Cruise, who's like obsessed with it being real,
Oh God,
is now a fighter pilot.
he's now in space. He's part of Space
He
Force.
is in space.
Well, he's not in space yet, but he will be. Could you imagine
I
that's how
hope
he
that's
dies?
for Mission Impossible. I've said my theory before is that he wants to die. He can't get out of Scientology. He can't see his kids. So he's making his stunts bigger and bigger and bigger. And when he dies, he'll be like a martyr.
Yeah.
They're going to give him the keys to the VIP Scientology lounge.
Yeah.
He'll turn it around.
Yeah. There's a really weird line that he says there. He's like, do it just like I showed you. I'm like, you showed him how to evade aliens?
Yes, they talk about it all the time.
Yeah, just in case. Also, like, he should have been a much younger dude then if he's like his like mentor.
Oh no. Matthew Perry would have died right there.
Yeah. I think they probably would have killed him earlier. Yeah, can I be any more of a corpse?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I got the old cigar
Cigar.
going. That should have been George C. Scott.
God, I was just
It's
going
like
to say
Judd
God
Hirsch
damn it.
and that guy who looks just like Judd Hirsch are in the same movie.
Yes.
That
Well,
guy's like Judd Hirsch, like 2.
Judd
Look
Hirsch,
at
the
him. Who's that
sequel.
guy's name?
That doesn't look anything like Judd Hirsch.
totally does.
I was like, he couldn't have looked less like him.
He's like
Vivica A.
Judd Hirsch in the past. Like, you don't even need to CG his face.
Vivica A. Fox looks more like Judd Hirsch than
There's
that
been
guy
a
looks
lot
like.
of explosions going on here
I know.
recently. Yeah.
This is a good one. See, this is when you get some good makeup stuff going on and just show like those horrible burn victims now.
Ah.
I like too that the giant victory in this, like, they get decimated. The giant victory is he makes one of these guys accidentally crash and celebrates. He's
Of
like, yeah.
course. Even one, see? They're human after all.
Pew pew.
Oh, wait, no, actually, they're
Yeah,
aliens.
they're
But they
literally
can be
not.
killed. Was that
Ugh.
a cow noise?
Yeah.
What
No,
the
that was
fuck was
just
that?
him screaming.
Ma.
Pew pew. PewDiePie. Is that how that came about?
Exactly.
Oh, I just figured everything out.
In life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woo!
PewDiePie was
What a
always going to teach me
popcorn one,
everything.
eh? What a popcorn
Oh,
flick.
so good. So good. I should have made some popcorn.
They can hear us crunching the whole time.
Mhm. Well, we're going to have to do that. We've talked about doing
This episode brought to you by Ovo Redenbacher. We're not fucking...
Yeah. We talked about doing the 24-hour marathon. We're going to have to eat on the show.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'd have to figure out the logistics. I'm going to have to, like, put Carrie
That
in a
looks real.
hotel.
Is that CG still?
Yeah. Well, it's
like
not
a real
CG.
thing.
It's probably like
Like a model.
yeah.
Here
So-
he comes.
It's really interesting.
Oh, Jesus.
yeah.
Ow.
They shot a lot of this in the salt flats of Utah, and apparently, like when he's during this, especially when they're in the deserty areas, they all got massive sunburns on their legs, despite the fact that they were all wearing pants.
Whoa.
Because the reflective heat and light from like off of the salt flats up their pants, like burned their legs horribly. Like everybody got it.
No shit,
Yeah.
eh?
It was like all the
That's
crew.
a cool, like, on-set little, Oh, no, he's fronting up now.
And Will Smith was the only like member of the cast who was there for those scenes, right? So his legs got fucking decimated.
Oh, yeah, just like mine. Holy fuck. You should know how horrible mine were for weeks. Jesus,
I had
God,
that-
they hurt so bad.
I had that on my calves one time, and it was the worst I've ever
Oh,
felt.
yeah, that's what it was. It was on my calves, and every time I'd bend over, it was like, Jesus, it would feel like...
I remember jumping at that so bad. Mhm. Yeah.
Punch you in your busted-ass alien face.
Yeah.
I'm sure he just knocked it out with one punch.
I always thought that was funny, though.
Yeah, I know it is funny, the little bitch-ass aliens.
Well, because you make it a...
Like, that thing's
Yeah.
head was way too big to be knocked out with one punch. Come on.
you only have to hit something on the chin.
Looked
You
like it
seen
was
fucking
a-
Leon Spinks? He went down.
Oh, here we go. She's found a truck to drive. Oh, grab a beer.
I was doing research for I'm doing another episode of Dueling Decades, and I was doing research. It's the worst of
Okay.
for the year, and I did so I was looking at things, and one of them came up. It was like Mike Tyson had a fight against this guy who I didn't really
Ip Man.
yeah
Was it? Because he
No.
fights in the Ip Man movie. He fights Donnie Yen. That's
No.
like him versus Tyson.
no God, it was Joe Frazier's son, actually.
Right.
And so he fought him, and it was like supposed to be like this big thing. He knocked out Joe Frazier's son in less than 30 seconds. It's still to this day his fastest knockout.
Fastest knockout.
And he was just like, and it was just so funny because I was trying to look up the worst, and I was like, this isn't the worst for Mike Tyson, but it's the worst for Joe Frazier's
that
son.
right.
Right? I was like,
I don't understand why people kind of idolize Tyson. He was a fucking asshole.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I watched all this whole thing and I was like, man, what a dick.
Well, he was a rapist, so everybody loved him.
Yeah,
So
like,
then they
I'm like,
elected
Jesus,
another one.
man.
You know,
Yeah.
they dig rapists.
They love it. Love to rape.
Yeah, that's why Revenge of the Nerds did so well.
Oh, we just love good rape.
Well, the victims, I think.
It
Just
was
off the top of my head.
9 out of 10 people love gang rape.
Oh, fuck. That's fucking horrible. Uh,
What was the other one? Fuck.
I don't care. I don't want to fucking hear it. So this movie, I'm gonna get us back on track now.
Yeah, I won't say it. Fuck it.
No, thank you. This movie, it's one of only 4 films where its soundtrack didn't get nominated for an Oscar for Best Original Score, but it won the Grammy for Best Original Score.
Huh.
So it was Anatomy of a Murder, 1959, Glory, Crimson Tide, and The Dark Knight. I did it after this.
Right.
So, but that's the only one.
Why, was this up for Oscars?
What's that? Well, it like best like special
Oh,
effects
it's all
and
the
shit like
special
that,
effects
right?
stuff.
But it's the only one like it didn't get nominated just for its what's it called? Just for its score. It didn't get nominated for the Oscar, but it got the freaking Grammy.
He's my son.
Hey, oi!
It's true.
He's-
You tell him.
He's so good. I like him a lot.
I know
He's
he's
not
awesome.
in.
Dear John.
That show was something. And every now
I
and
think I
again,
saw one episode and was like, I'm going to blow my fucking brains
every
out.
now and again, you'll see somebody from Dear John, like Jerry Burns there.
The blonde guy.
He'll show up on something, and you're just like, oh man, like they're still going, huh?
That show was kind of like, I don't know. It was, I'd put it in, kind of the night court territory where it's, you're like, meh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like one of the classics, but it definitely, like, I see how this survived. If fucking, like, Last Man Standing can stick it out, this one can stick it out. That's the problem. There's always a nice middle-of-the-road sitcom.
Right.
It's like, they're just non-offensive in their own way. They're just like, they exist. Like the fucking Matt LeBlanc one that's on right now, Man with a Plan. That just got
Man
canceled,
with a Plan.
But like...
It didn't get picked up again, did it?
No, it didn't.
Holy fuck.
But like, there's always, like, there's
Poor Matt
Yesteryear.
LeBlanc.
But like, your Yesteryears, your Mike and Molly's, these things,
If
they're
I
just
was
like fucking...
the Matt LeBlanc of the world, I'd just be happy that the Friends checks are coming in.
Yeah.
Stop worrying about being in stuff.
Yeah. But he was in episodes, and that got like tons of... Like it won lots of episodes. It won lots of awards.
Shows called episodes?
Yeah. He played like a shitty actor who was like doing like it was an American actor who was in. He's basically playing himself.
Right, I remember that. No, I thought he was playing himself on Ed. With that monkey, that greatest film. Was it Ed?
Shit,
with that goddamn monkey?
You had me thinking about you had me in sitcom mode, so I thought we were talking about a sitcom.
Oh my god, it's John Lithgow. Dead.
Somebody we missed earlier, which may have been his dead body there. He was because he's with the president still. The chief of staff there was Robert Pine, Chris Pine's dad.
Oh my god, how'd she make it?
Yeah, but anyways, Chris Pine's dad plays one of like the main cabinet members.
Oh no way!
With Bill.
Oh, here he is.
So here's the salt flats.
But he looks like he's got his pants. That's why he's got his pants tucked into his boots now.
Probably not. Yeah. But like that was the thing is like literally everybody, because just the sheer reflection of that white off, and he actually improvises this line that's about to happen. So he's doing his little bitching thing, and I guess he gets caught up here and what the hell is that smell? He made that up because I guess what happens is there's a brine shrimp that live like in the wet areas of around there, but then when everything dries up, they all die, and then you're smelling millions of shrimp corpses, and so the whole place smells. And he didn't know about that, like going in, so it was stinking when he was
stank. Oh, here, nothing out of there could stop a convoy.
I can't imagine that a black man being like driven down by a bunch of trailers would be anything but terrifying.
Dragging an alien.
Yeah.
Is that an illegal alien board, or is that one registered in the States?
I feel like he would have asked. He would have asked the directors. He's like, "Can I do the Willem Dafoe in Platoon, like the drop to the knees?" Like, would have been way better if everybody just drove past him. It's like, seriously.
I don't pick up hitchhikers anywhere.
Of all people,
where the hell are they going?
Like, there's no way. Yeah, that's the thing. If they're heading in that direction,
like, where the fuck are they going?
I have no idea. They're
Maybe just out into the desert because they don't. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I think just literally away. They wanted to go somewhere where there's no road because it's.
Yeah, they're not going to fuck with the desert. What do they want to blow the desert up for?
Well, but it's also just like, but also you have to like deal with all those vehicles, and you don't want them all on the fucking road, right? You don't want like one of them busts down, and all of a sudden you get a big car accident or a big like pile up.
Plus, the roads are pretty much just destroyed hellholes.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this part. Are they at Area 51?
They are at Area 51.
52, right next door. That's where all the real secrets are kept.
Nice.
I don't trust the Covenants down there.
That woman who was in the background there was really like the furtive eyes were just going all over the place.
She probably was fucking alien.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's it. That's the only thing. There's just one little glass door from you and Area 51.
Yeah.
Oh, two. Sorry, two glass doors.
Yeah. See?
Ultra security. Yeah, one glass door, I was like, I don't know. But two, I'm like, okay, cool.
I remember the double door system. I went in one of those, those like inflatable like dome things where they have like little
Condoms?
Sports. No, they're like little. I get it.
Oh.
I know those little sports complex things and stuff like that.
They're neat looking.
They are neat looking. I've been in one before, and you open the one door, and then you can't open the other door till that door's closed, because otherwise you're literally like letting your hand off the balloon, and it would deflate.
No shit.
Yeah. So like you have that double door system.
Oh my God, there he is. God love him. Of course, he's like some crazy scientist with half a shirt hanging out. Like,
to my knowledge, at this time, this was the only thing where he wasn't Data, because I didn't really know him that well. So I was just like, oh my god, he's finally doing something that's not Data. Apparently, he's done a lot of.
Remember, he wasn't Out to Sea.
He wasn't Out to Sea.
We actually paid money to go see that. How many movies did we go pay to see that we should just demand our money back?
Oh, you have no fucking idea. It's just horrible ones. We saw everything. Still, Meet Wally Sparks. One of the greatest movies of all time.
Meet Wall. I liked My Five Wives, where for the first 13 minutes I laughed my balls off, and the rest of it I was just like, "What in the fuck?"
Yeah. Well, because it's like I feel like it's like experiencing the last years of Rodney Dangerfield's career, where he comes out and you're laughing because you're like, "Oh my god, I'm seeing Rodney Dangerfield." And he's just going, and you're like, "Oh, he's just still Rodney Dangerfield, huh?"
Yeah.
Oh, you got me right on. It's like when he was like in that sword fight at the end of fucking Meet Wally Sparks. He's like, "You got me right in the touche." And I'm just like, oh my god.
Of course. You think he's like gone to do, like extensive acting classes.
Oh Jesus, no! They're just like
Rodney Dangerfield doing Shakespeare.
They're just could you imagine?
Like.
Alas,
he was really good in what's it called though? In Natural Born Killers.
Yeah. Alas, poor Yurik. You gave me no respect.
Fucking right, he didn't.
But
how many movies do you think we've actually seen? Not on. She looks like Carrie Fisher.
Not on here.
She looks like a young Leia.
Yes, but she's Anne. How many do you think we've seen total?
Like in real life, not on the show.
Over 1,000.
Like gotta.
Yeah. Well, I
was like we watched 100 on here now, and I don't think that's barely even scratched the surface.
No. Oh, we've but I think. What was I gonna say? Like
I've forgotten more movies than people have seen.
Oh, one time I owned like over 900.
Jesus Christ!
So we've
imagine
really
that all those
that
cases.
Yeah. Well, what I had to do, because we were in a tiny little apartment, we took them all.
Booklet.
We took them all out of cases, and we had like 10 CD of those really big CD books.
Yes.
And then
I put zips up.
Yeah, and then I put all of the. I put all of the cases in boxes, and then the boxes were in a storage unit with all our like Christmas stuff.
And then you like it's so thick you just like beat people for information.
I easily could have like busted somebody's kneecap.
Oh yeah, like I don't need the phone book anymore. Yeah. This thing's more than capable of knocking the shit out of you to get your secrets.
Yeah. So we were talking about.
Why don't you like my CDs? Why?
Yeah. So we were talking about Brent Spiner. He had an arc. We mentioned Night Court earlier. He actually had an arc on Night Court.
No shit.
Yeah. And he was in I Am Sam, The Aviator. He was the voice of Silver Surfer in an episode of The Hulk and Agents of Smash.
Way.
Just one episode. And most recently, he's been in Penny Dreadful, City of Angels. He was obviously in the Independence
they're cool
Day
looking, eh?
They're cool. You know what's actually really interesting about them? What's his face? The designer, whose name I do have here. I'm just trying to find out.
Looks like some big old pumpkin head arms.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
They look like they need to be in goop anyways. Like I don't know how they're running around.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Patrick Totopoulos was the production designer for this, and he came out with 2 designs for the aliens. And Roland Emmerich and Dean Devlin were looking at them, and they liked them both so much that they're like, we want this one to go inside this one. So the actual alien,
like a little suit,
the actual
like
alien,
an exoskeleton
they're like, this one's going to be the exoskeleton, this one's going to go inside that. Because basically he said they were too cool, they didn't want to choose. So they're like, both.
Jam that one inside that one.
We get whatever we want.
They do look like some kind of a bug that could break out of his little, like a cicada. Like John Cicada shedding his skin.
Just another July without you. So yeah, I'm not.
Did you say it because it was July? Or
yeah.
Well,
and cicadas come out in July. According to Animal Crossing.
Yeah, how's that going?
Woohoo! I'm enjoying it.
Have you crossed over?
Yeah.
Something's happening there, like an event or something.
You're swimming.
There's a new island popping up or something.
They're breaking out swimming. You can starting on Friday. So starting today, you can now dive into the water and go like
swim around,
diving and stuff. Yeah.
No way.
It's time.
You can swim over to somebody's island. Do you have stamina? Will you drown?
You will drown. No.
Can you watch your character like Mario, like the most terrifying experience? Like I was like horribly molested by a guy who had a hook for a hand.
Yes.
And watching Mario drown in Mario 64 was way worse than that. Way worse.
No doubt.
No doubt, pleb. This guy looks like Tom Jane mixed with some other handsome stud.
I'm sorry, I'm too busy being handsome to deal with this.
Yes.
How did he know that
What
he
is
needed to
this
salute
guy
him?
like?
What is he wearing right
He's
now that
just
says
like
that he outranks him?
A random booth
Yeah.
in the middle of the desert.
Yes. So to make them all gooey, they had it was KY jelly put all over them, and it got it got that like stickiness to it, and it like because it was drying out so quickly in the sun.
So they're just gonna let him go through. Just let him pass.
You saw an alien.
It
It's
could have
Area
been
51.
anything.
That's where I'd with everything that's been going on, I'd be willing to like take the risk. If I get yelled at, I'm like, this is the biggest of your problem.
It's better to ask forgiveness than ask permission.
Yeah. Says all the people who've been executed for
Exactly.
fucking up in the military.
I just thought I'd do it and then ask, say sorry later. As I repent on my deathbed. I want to argue with somebody about stuff in a room like that. What the fuck?
I do. I want a war room so badly.
And every now and then I want to be the guy that's pressing buttons.
Yeah.
I'm because they're all yelling things that, thing crazy shit's going on. I'm pressing buttons.
We would be the biggest dipshits in the history. Oh, we should make a sketch about this. We've got a green screen.
in the control room.
Am I doing
What's
it
the
right?
status?
Am I doing it right?
Oh, here we go. Look, they got like an ant farm sitting over there. And a green screen, or like with a hippie light.
Yeah, it's a digital ant farm.
Ooh, like alien ant farm.
Yeah. Annie, are you okay?
Are you okay, Annie? You've been struck by.
I've
You've been struck by my right hand. Do. Boo boo.
Everybody's allowed to meet the president in this movie. You would think he'd be the most protected, especially everything that's happened.
That guy was in Stargate Atlantis the show.
There you go. Which
not
is
him. Not Will Smith.
Him.
No. Look at all the medals he's got.
Yeah. Well, he's a pretty big deal. Yeah, so everything's been destroyed. Like basically all of the
Where's the other ones? Where's like the European monuments and did they go at the same time or was it just
Probably.
America?
Probably. We're not with any of those characters. So
are the aliens adhering to the different time zones? So like, oh, it's not 8 over here yet. We got to wait until,
That's probably why they didn't show those ones, because the explosion wouldn't look as good in like daytime. And that's good
they didn't
thinking.
say nothing. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So now everybody thinks everybody's dead, which is good. Which this is how
I like how she's making it also to Area 51.
She's not at Area 51. She's at the base that
where her man
is
works.
supposed to be.
He left you, girl, because you've been giving too many lap dances.
Son of a
You
bitch.
can smell the man's cock all over you when you come home.
But anyways, the point I was trying to make was the all of the Joint Chiefs of Staff and all that, they've all been brought to a special bunker. They're all dead. And now, so basically, it's the president, like the chief of staff, and like one general. That's basically the entire U.S. government at this point. And they're just letting strangers come in. They're like, "Hey, you brought a weird thing under the thing. Why don't you come shake the president's hand?"
Yeah.
He's got he was holding a weird triple dragon.
Yeah, it was like
bad-
King Ghidorah or something.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's good thinking. I was just sitting there. I was like, it looked like a fucking like Power Rangers toy.
It might have been actually King Ghidorah, because remember then he does Godzilla.
Yeah. Was he in pre-production for
Oh
Godzilla
my
at this point?
God. Who could star on this blockbuster action movie? Matthew Broderick and Hank Azaria, the voice of Apu.
Yeah.
I picked that one on purpose.
He's losing a bunch of jobs actually, because they said too that the Simpsons
no
won't
white people will ever. What about? Okay, it's not a big deal that Uncle Phil voiced the Shredder. The Shredder's white.
No, he's Japanese.
The Shredder is not black.
He's a person of color.
Exactly.
So we're
That's okay.
Well, because they're not hiring a lot of any people of color, so I think they're just letting them get in where they can.
I agree.
There we go.
I have no problem with a black person voicing me in the animated version of Miscast Commentary.
I would actually
I want
prefer
Delroy Lindo to be my voice.
That would be amazing.
You can have
Delroy
Sam
Lindo.
Jackson.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Because we're both bald, so we're basically the same
here
person.
it is. Here's the one inside the other.
Yeah.
Or did we already see the other?
No.
Oh, no. They're
Well-
gonna crack this guy
Well,
open.
no, we saw their body, like, because they had the frail bodies and like the pickling thing.
They're gonna crack him open, and inside's gonna be a big almond.
This was the second jump I had in this movie.
Oh, here we go.
This made Carrie jump. We were watching this not too long
The
ago.
best is when they cut open the dude in Blade 2.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Yeah, that was good too.
Like in The Thing.
when he yeah.
Holy God. Jesus Christ. Something in here.
Yeah. He's like deep in there.
Ooh, I don't want to stink.
That guy too, he
always freaks out and everything. He's always freaking.
Yeah.
He plays a good freak out guy.
There you go.
Fuck.
I don't want his. Even though
shit.
he clearly has the most penis-shaped fingers of all the aliens, I definitely don't want that one in me.
No, he's rough. I think he's rough.
I want a finger-shaped finger in me. See,
look
at those.
Finger-shaped finger. No way. That looks like a good one.
It looks like it would go in easy but come out hard because it's
Like a
tapered
cat
down.
penis.
Oh,
Oh fuck. That's what Silverado eyes. My brain.
it's communicating. Now, why aren't they
fuck,
all
here he
hearing
comes.
that? That's pretty cool that he can like point that.
Pick and point.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the old pick and point.
Oh, there you go.
A lot of aliens have that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. I feel
Whoa.
he's like half out of his suit.
So he's running that thing like it's like
Yeah.
that little dude in Men in Black.
It's just art. It's like art. It's like
It's like an exoskeleton or something.
it's like biological armor because it's clearly like it's got like.
I remember that shot from the preview with the tentacles going by.
Yeah. I do like tentacles.
Did you see that scene? The third tentacle down. That was me jiggling it.
Yeah. That's the best part. Is that those are the scenes. Like my daughter's asking a lot of question right now about how things are done in movies.
I
Go ahead.
loved the poem or whatever that your son wrote.
Oh,
Just say it. Oh my god, it was
I
like
don't-
the greatest thing. It's like it's true art.
I'll see if I can find it.
It's like this happens, they die. It's not real. And then he's like, nothing's real. And I'm like, he's onto it, bro.
he was a
He
little.
knows the truth.
He was a little fucking existentialist.
It's like in the Matrix, man. We're all asleep, bro. He gets
I
it.
know.
He's this kid. He can see fucking aliens.
I know.
He can see ghosts.
But the fact that he was like singing it with like such a teeny tiny little voice, like he was just like it was like blah, blah, blah.
Oh, he's saying something there.
Yeah.
Came for nachos.
Okay,
Where's the Doritos nacho cheese?
so my 4-year-old son Reese says to me, he's like, I want to sing you a song. And I'm like, okay. And then he says to me, he's like, it's complicated because the song is called How I Feel.
and
then he's saying,
feelings are complicated. Oh my god, that looks so bad.
I know, but he's little and it's just like some of the things he says. Today, he said to me, well, first he said he was styling and profiling. Which he gets that from me. But then he was looking out the window at somebody, like one of our neighbors as we were pulling back in. And he goes, you better recognize. And then yesterday when he was watching Spider-Man get beat up in Spider-Man Far From Home, he's like, I kind of feel bad, to be honest. He's 4 years old. He turns 5 in 2 weeks.
I feel bad.
But
okay, read it with some pizzazz.
So he wrote, how I am is not what it is. It's all pretend. It is all fake. Like when people die in movies, it's all fake. I learned that at swim, bike, and run. Swim, bike, and run. I miss that.
Wow.
That was it. And the
Wow.
last, but the last part's literally because he was laying in his bed while he was singing that to me, and he looked over and he saw his like Try Kids swim, bike, and run medal, and he just started like, yeah. So he went from being profound to you're just looking at shit in the room. Like the
oh
next.
my god, that was a cat sounds all morphed together. That monster flying over looked really awkward.
I know.
Like, it's probably really hard to drive that thing and awkward. They're probably, of all their technology, they're like, does this thing have to be this fucking bulky? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? So what did he just said something there. He's like, we came here to impregnate your women and eat all your hot dogs.
So he said there'd be no peace, and then he like sent brains into him. He said basically they're here to like go to every like major place, and they're saying it right now. He's like, they're gonna suck up every resource we have, and then they leave.
Water.
He's like, they kill everything, and like probably the plants, and like,
what a bunch of fucking assholes.
we don't see, like, I think what happens, I think like these guys destroy, if I'm breaking it down, like these guys destroy everything, then the cleanup crew, this is fucking where ET comes from. ETs are like, they're the botanists and stuff. They come down and collect all that shit. But like they do that after everything else is done. But like the
like
ETs
Wally just chilling. Oh my god, he's gonna pour his drink into the ice cubes and make alcoholic ice cubes.
Yeah, alcohol doesn't freeze like that, you bitch.
Yeah, he doesn't understand.
Fuck. You can make like some frothy vodkas, though. He doesn't play he does a lot of things really well. He doesn't play a great drunk.
Nah.
I was just thinking about him in The Fly the other day, too, and how good he is in that
I was
movie.
just thinking about My Fly.
Nice.
Zipping it down, putting your hand up in there.
Too late.
Oh, that's your hand.
My God. I'm elbow deep in
I thought
that
it was mine.
I have an issue with actually, particularly the shorts I'm wearing right now. It's not all my shorts, but like the bottom of the zipper is too high. So like my penis is below it. So when I need to like, when I need to like, you know, get it out to pee, it's like, it's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
It's like, I gotta reach down deep.
I got these fucking pants that
It looks like I'm pulling it out of my
reach
ass.
down deep.
Yeah. It's like I'm pulling.
Like you're a wrestler pulling an illegal foreign object out of your trunks.
Pretty much.
And you just get like real way and just digging around.
And hey, and not coincidentally, I've once wrapped it around my fist and punched Shawn Michaels in the face with it. So I got the 1, 2, 3 that night.
He's not drunk. If he's gonna act this shitty drunk, he might as well just get drunk.
He's not drunk yet. He's still looking for a drink.
Oh, he's looking to get drunk
because he's still finding ice,
teetering on the edge of a dandy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck!
Wow.
Jeez.
I can't fucking find
reach it.
Sure.
Goddamn T-Rex arms and fucking reach over there.
That's so mean. Although I think the meanest I've ever been to somebody was there was this kid who worked when I worked at this restaurant. He had the smallest arms I've ever seen for a human being, but they weren't like
Were they proportionate to his body?
No.
You do not have T-Rex arms, by the way.
No, thank you. I just have short arms because I'm a short overall person. No, but my
oh fuck,
there he is. Imagine he just put 6 bullets in him right now.
You're robbing me, bro.
Yeah. No, but
there's no security. Give me the plane.
Stop fucking saying because I'm forgetting what I'm saying. What the fuck was I saying, you asshole? Oh, you're such a prick. I'm not a fan of yours right now at all.
What the fuck were you saying? Fuck.
I'm so pissed.
Look at all these bombers.
You know what? And this is another thing too. This happens maybe once every 3 episodes, like every 3 movie commentaries. I'm making a point where I'm like, oh, I'm really happy about this point. And then you just start, and then you say something, which is fine because you're reacting to the movie. And then I go to talk again. And then you start talking about nothing. And then you go back and then you're like, I'm going to build on that nothing, you asshole. And then I'm just like, and now I'm like, I don't know where I am anymore. It's
like talking about this movie.
We were
talking about the scene where Vivica A. Fox runs into a female version of the alien, and she is very worried that she cannot please her man anymore, and all the females are worried that that's why they're raging, like all over the galaxy, because their women are not pleasing their men enough. And she actually teaches the alien female how to strip tease and please her man.
I don't think that's what it was.
It was an outtake from the film. It was actually a whole subplot. It was like 45 minutes. You know, they were like, the movie's already long enough.
Yeah, that could have been anything. I don't know.
Just right. Oh, now they're if those fucking other planes just ran right into it, what do you think these ones are going to do anything?
Yeah, give it a shot. Well, it's a stealth pod. It's a nuke. Like nukes can beat anything.
Drop the fucking A-bomb on them.
That's what they're doing. I literally just said a nuke.
No, the nuclear weapon's not an A-bomb.
No, well, I mean...
They have littler ones.
It's the original. The A-bomb was the original, but this is what they make now.
Oh, fuck. Here we go. This is it, buddy. Perfect time for the movie to end. 90 minutes.
That would be amazing. They're like, and we got it. How we get
it done. Should have used those right at the beginning. Oh, fuck. All you did was just break the camera feed with that gigantic explosion.
Also, I don't feel like that thing would be able to just stay there. I don't know much about military stuff, but that's my that's my guess.
I don't think the director did either.
Sorry, the person who I thought was the wife in this was Elizabeth Perkins. There. Her.
You thought it was Elizabeth Perkins.
I thought that this was Elizabeth Perkins, and I even corrected my wife because she's like, she looks like Elizabeth Perkins. I'm like, that is Elizabeth Perkins, you stupid bitch. And then
you feel like an idiot now, huh?
No,
don't tell her. Just don't tell her.
No, it more went like this. I'm like, is that I was like, she's like, is that Elizabeth Perkins? I'm like, no, that is Elizabeth Perkins. She's like, is it? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, is it? I'm like, I don't know. Because then you doubt.
She hit you. Because
then you doubt everything. And I'm like, oh, it isn't. And she's like, that's right, you stupid bitch.
It's funny to both sides, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, now there goes all the whooping and hawing.
What I do is I take the story and I condense it to something
that's more palatable. But I always make sure to take all the good stuff. If I have to give other people the lines, so be it. You know, fucking.
That's so good, yeah.
Hey,
that's so Sonny Bono of you.
Lord of the Rings cut out Tom Bombadil, and like, you know, they did fine. So
He gave all his lines away,
right?
for the greater good.
Exactly.
Just like I was talking about, this is the unsung heroes, baby. They don't make unsung heroes like they used to, baby.
Well, what was the next plan? Nuke 'em again. Like,
Yeah, well, that's all America's got.
yeah, got more nukes. Racial unity right there. Imagine somebody just took a picture of that and then just posted it online and said, "See, it's not so hard." Like, it's just they think they're doing the most woke thing in the world. I kind of
No, it should be that scene. They're all the same color. For the volcano movie. What is it called?
you know, yeah, it was
They're all the same color.
Oh, okay. Hey, let's bring this out to the audience. What was that volcano?
Our live studio audience.
What was that volcano movie where they're all the same color? It's a movie about a volcano. What was the title of that volcano movie?
Wasn't it called Lava Hell?
Lavalantula.
Lavalantula.
No, it was Volcano. Was the name of that
That's
movie?
a little on the nose. I don't know if that was it.
Yeah. Well, it's either that or Dante's Peak.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always that problem. Is this Deep Impact or Armageddon? Which one's got the Buscemi? Which one has the
Oh, they
Buscemis?
found each other somehow.
Why? Like, was it her instinct? I was like, if actually, it's not a bad instinct. Let's stay at the blown up place because they probably won't come back here.
Well, they say, exactly, and they also say, you know, like, if you're in a plane crash, if you can stay there, stay there.
Yeah, because Will Smith might.
They're going to come back there to get you, yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I remember we were in this thing, I don't know what the hell it was, but they're asking us, like, oh, it was like a group thing, and they were like, oh, the plane crashes, and you've only got this and that, what should you do? And then we're all sitting here arguing, and I'm like, well, I think technically you're supposed to stay with the crash, but then everybody outvoted me, and I was like, it's really not my actual life, so I don't really give a shit, so I'm like, let's just go then.
Yeah.
You know, in theory,
Yeah.
and then we were wrong, we all died. In theory.
In theory. No, but I mean, dying in theory is worse than dying for real because you have to live with that.
I know. You got to
Right?
think about it all the time.
You're like, fuck.
When you're actually dead, you don't think about nothing.
I'm garbage at
Other than
decisions.
haunting that
Yeah.
person
Exactly.
that's trying to move into the house, and you don't know what's going on. It's their goddamn fault.
The only thing I'm gonna do as a ghost is like blow Dan Aykroyd so he can have that moment from Ghostbusters that happened
In
in
real life, you don't know. Didn't have any. Remember, he was in the paranormal show. What was it
Wouldn't
called?
it- oh yeah, fuck, I don't remember. Speaking of paranormal or whatever, Unsolved Mysteries is coming back.
Oh yeah, I just saw a thing. I wonder if it's the same song.
Yeah.
If it's the same
it's
song,
gotta-
I won't even get through the fucking credits. And then when they would talk about, like, this guy's on the run, I'd be like, oh my god, he's outside right fucking now.
Yeah. That's when if that show comes back, I know you'll be watching it, and I will be outside your fucking door every day, and I can hear it. He's like, and he's still on the loose, and I just
terrify me.
I'm gonna have a bunch of props in my bag. It was like it says that he hits the door with a frying pan before he comes out. I'm like digging through my shit. Got a frying pan.
Oh my
Clonk.
god, you've got the carrot top
Yeah.
kit of wonderfulness.
And here's my nunchucks. It's two nuns like chains.
Two nuns throwing up.
Yeah. I really liked actually. He
Did his wife just die?
Yeah.
Oh,
And he
my
is
God.
acting the shit out of his grief right now.
Is he?
It's-
They're not paying me enough.
He's reacting the exact same way that he did when he was being like his brain was being scanned, where he just puts his hand on his head and then like moves his head around. He's like, "This is what emotion looks like, right?"
Oh,
It's like
is that her mom?
Steven Seagal, you're my emotional acting coach. Yes. Well, seeing as it was his wife and that's the daughter, like,
jeez.
and this was a
She
better
looks like
America.
what's her name? Maybe. Is that her?
No, it's
It
not
looks just
maybe.
like maybe.
It's Anne.
And maybe.
Yeah. It's
Oh, he's pissed now. Nobody kills my wife other than me.
yeah. It's like, and he's like, did the
Oh, he's doing
aliens
pretty
do?
good, actually. He has actually doing
Now,
pretty good.
now it's good, but just at the beginning there, I
It
guess.
hasn't hit him yet. You know what I mean?
All right, yeah, he's actually doing pretty good.
He was like in that,
I'd like to.
oh my god, like she just died moment, right?
I'd like to apologize to Bill Pullman for fucking that one up.
July 4th. This is it.
Mm-hmm.
Independence Day.
I love it.
We're at the actual
Oh,
third right now.
That's why he's drunk in this scene, because it's fucking July 4th. He's like, nobody else is
Having a
fucking
couple
drinking.
and because, oh, here he is, him too.
Yeah.
They're like, because it's July 4th in the movie for weeks, I just have to be drunk for weeks.
Yes.
Oh, like.
See, there's Anne.
This is the little girl.
Oh, that's her.
That's her. She was in The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
I like her.
Yeah. Oh, she was in Scott Pilgrim with fucking thing, and then they were
she was
dating.
The one,
yeah.
And then she was a lesbian.
Yeah.
He had to fight her. I love that movie's awesome.
It is good. Apparently, they're looking at doing some like anime like thing about that or something. I don't know anything about it.
You can't drink to the end of the bottle. You gotta leave a little bit because people think you're drunk. I don't give a fuck.
This is what happens when a Jewish director wants to give Jew wisdom in a thing. He's just like,
you gotta leave a little bit so you can tell your wife you didn't drink it all.
You gotta get a cold.
Holy jeez, you're gonna catch your death out of you, you're sweaty.
I picture that a lot. I picture these two guys are sitting there talking, then Roland Emmerich comes in and they just stare him down. It's like, that's probably why they let them improvise so much. It's like, okay, so in this scene you're gonna, and they're just looking at him. He's like, okay, do what you want. I'll go behind the camera.
But awkward.
Sorry.
Like it's like 7 minutes later. He's like, oh, okay.
Sorry.
Do whatever you want.
You
sorry I said anything.
You get Dean out here, and you go sit in the fucking back, so I can't see you.
Yeah, he was pretty badly drunk. Like his eyes didn't look drunk or nothing. He's
Yeah.
like, get this dead guy out of here.
There was this awful thing. I know, like
He's like, don't fall asleep, keep typing.
Yeah. It's a very weird connection to make, but in Birdemic, the director like didn't like the main actress, so he would direct the other actors to direct her.
Oh, no way.
Like they would go to her and go, okay, tell her she has to do this. I'm like, whoa, like holy fuck. He got sober pretty goddamn quick.
I know.
I feel like this is an anti-Pepsi movie or an anti-Coke movie. They're always shooting at Coke or crushing Coke or throwing Coke away.
But they keep mentioning
Nobody's ever drinking it and going, this delicious, delicious sugar drink.
Oh, here we go.
He's the sexiest Baldwin.
Sir?
His name's Adam Baldwin.
It is Adam Baldwin.
He's not not a Baldwin, but he's a Baldwin.
But wow! I love that old Western like, but wow!
That's when the Wilhelm should have come in.
And then a cat.
Always
you have the cat go off, right?
Oh, I guess these guys, like they said, they don't let them go out much, so I guess they're allowed to have cats and shit, right?
Yeah, fucking A. I like this little spaceship.
Yeah, I think they did a good job. Like, yeah, he's the unlikely guy. He's the unlikely guy to do it because he works for like a fucking cable company or whatever. But it's like they set him up properly. It's like an MIT dude and like all this kind of shit.
You think that they would have already had people that were looking into possible frequency things and they're all just like, shoot everything. Well, that didn't work. Now we're fucked.
Yeah, exactly. Then a new guy. It's the Ricochet always kills the guy whose idea it was, and then the new guy comes in. He's like, "Have you tried shooting it?" Well, actually, just shoot it. Oh, and he goes down. It just keeps happening over and over again. It's for 50 years.
We need another
just
guy.
Nonstop.
Mothership,
I love the drawing.
Destroyers, Earth, Attacker. What does that say there?
Yeah, Attacker.
No,
down
that
there.
little thing. It says like all ships come with a microwave.
No, it said Cinnabon Patton.
Cinnabon patent.
Destruction, Bleeding Blorf at the Astra Bortif.
It's in code.
Yeah, but the Cinnabon patent.
It's essentially saying like once this is done, we're getting Cinnabon.
Yeah.
If it's still alive.
Yeah.
Still around.
And Patton Oswalt is there.
I don't know why we just thought of this like the Cinnabon, and now I'm thinking about shawarma from Avengers, and now I kind of want shawarma.
Ew.
Kind of hungry.
I want Cinnabon.
We should eat chicken during the next film.
This is just a bunch of chicken.
Yeah, I should have went and got Mary Brown's.
Nice. I did that. I was at work and I ordered it was like chicken for 2, and then I just ate like half of it, and then I saved the other half for the next day. And I was very proud of myself that I didn't eat it all on the first day.
Good for you, brother.
Then when I was eating the second day, I'm like, yeah, I did it.
One bite.
Microwave chicken.
One bite.
Yeah. It would have been the best if he just turned to some random person. He's like, I'd like to be the one to do this. He's like, do you even know the fucking chain of command right now? It's just
I love how nobody has a plan at all, and the only plan... He said this all day. Somebody's coming to should we A-bomb? What does that have to do with this guy? What kind of a plan is that?
Yeah.
Maybe we could hack their system. What kind of a plan is that?
I know. We don't know anything.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell, dude? Like, just try something.
But there has to be, in all of these movies, we're all the way back to fucking... Night of the Living Dead, there has to be the one person who is the foil for everything. Like, he just gave that white guy, like, that, like, he was just like, white, he's like, white boy, you don't know shit.
Oh, yeah. Shut the hell up. He gave him that look when, like, during this whole thing, he holds up a sign that says, all lives matter. That's the look Will Smith gives to him.
Oh, my God, that's so good. I read a really good. I mentioned it on last week's Bizarro episode, the one where I just bitched for 20 minutes about not that Zoom thing not working.
The Bizarro.
But I mentioned.
I like the idea of the Bizarro.
Yeah, but I mentioned some of the Black Lives Matter stuff, and it was like, to the people who don't understand what Black Lives Matter is, they're not saying Black Lives Matter and only Black Lives Matter. They're doing it the same way that somebody says, like, save the dolphins.
Yes.
They're not saying go fuck yourselves, whales.
Yeah, exactly. It's such a good way of looking. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Well, no, because then, somebody at work was just like, all lives matter, white lives matter too. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, you don't even get it.
Yeah.
Like, just let them hold the sign up. They're getting fucked over all the time. Yeah, yes, lives matter, but they're being fucked over systematically, like ridiculously. Yeah. We're just white, walking through life like, hey, blah, blah, blah.
One race has always mattered. The other one never seems to have mattered.
Right, and it's like, so don't even.
At a systemic level. And then so it's like, hey, and that's just us putting our hands up going, hey, we matter. So that's Jim Pittick, who you would know from Best in Show, and A Mighty Wind, and like everything after Best in Show.
Hey, this guy.
Yes.
That guy was one of the guys from True Lies.
Yeah,
in the truck, I think.
Yes.
Oh my God, this guy's getting mad work.
Yeah.
I love that I recognize him totally.
Basically, whenever a Harrier jet is floating around.
Oh, I got another scene.
I hated this too because it's like, it's a message from the Americans. It's like, it's a message from the Americans. It's about bloody time. What's their plan? Like, it's like nobody else. Yeah. See?
Oh wow! No, you didn't
exactly
watch this yesterday,
said, right? No, but that's the thing. It's like they're all sitting there. Oh my God, they're the most French people in the world.
Smoking. The guy's like 5 cigarettes in one hand.
The thin horizontal stripes. The
Thank
guy.
God for the Americans, because we have nothing.
Yeah. The only reason that there wasn't like a guy on a bike with a baguette is because it was raining in that scene.
You see, this is the kind of thing that I think we need in the world to really, you know what I mean? How are we going to be fighting with each other when we got to team up?
Yeah.
You know, like the Decepticons and the Autobots team up to fight Unicron. We need a Unicron in this world.
Whoa. I think I just solved it. Everything is solved by listening to the Michael Bolton song, How Can We Be Lovers If We Can't Be Friends?
That will play during the campaign. Holy fuck, get another bottle into there.
And I know I can't be getting the lyrics right for this, but how can we snuggle when the fighting never ends? I know there's a line there. I don't think the line is snuggle.
Yeah, snuggle seems the rest to be like it's kind of, Uh-oh, we need somebody
How
to
can
fly
we do
plane.
when we... Our pilot, like, you seem very drunk, sir. We're gonna skip you despite our desperation. It's already we've already got the drunkest person here flying to space.
Oh my God, that's Shawn Michaels?
He's there.
There he is. Look,
the current Shawn Michaels with the goopy eye.
Yeah, not goopy. They're kind of just like googly.
Yeah, it's like all the chair shots have just crossed his eyes.
I know, it's funny, dude. He just got a crossed eyes. Like Mick Foley got like his brain scrambled.
Yeah, but he's doing stand-up gigs. I really wanted to do that. I wanted to do that with you so bad. It happened a while ago though, but he did a what's it called?
He means just like farting in a room and then leaving.
Exactly. Yeah, that's his crap thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mick Foley was doing like this one-man show, kind of a stand-up-y kind of thing, but it was like just telling stories from like life and stuff.
Right.
And I was like, that would have been awesome.
Yes, it would have.
But I didn't do it. We didn't go.
You're the fucking man.
I'm so bummed out that he's so good in everything.
Yes.
Like, it doesn't, like, all the way back to The Wraith.
Amazing. Yeah, he's awesome.
But, like...
Too bad he went nuts.
That's the thing, too. Like, Kingpin. Like, how funny is he in Kingpin?
That movie rules. I haven't seen that movie in forever.
And, like, he's a god in fucking Christmas Vacation. Like, he's so good. The only problem is you just found out that those characters just weren't that far off to who he really was.
He didn't even know he was in a movie.
Are they painting it?
Yes.
Does it look like a dude who's painting?
Oh, they're making it. They're faking it. This isn't even the ship. This is like a paper mache thing they whipped together to fool them.
Yeah. The girl there should have been like, how'd you get that thing out of my drawer? She's like, mine's also got Wi-Fi.
Fucking right, it does.
That's a thing, too. Oh, my God. The technology behind sex toys nowadays.
There's ones where like I could have been like getting my wife off while we've been doing this.
Just like
podcast
Dr.
the entire
Manhattan.
time. Pretty much.
Oh my God, another Coke.
See, and again, another crushed one.
Crushed Coke into the recycling bin.
Recycle. Imagine that was the whole thing. It's again like Birdemic. It was like once you found out that people like everybody was like down with the earth, all the birds left. Maybe that's what's gonna happen
Her
here.
dress isn't fitting her. She's pregnant again.
We're gonna have another big cameo here soon. We're gonna have a look at him.
Another cameo.
I think that he
tongue kisses her child.
I'm pretty sure that he went into Fresh Prince after this, so I feel like he used his clout. He's like, I like this kid. He should be.
No, he was a Fresh Prince before.
Oh, we're gonna look that up after.
Absolutely before.
All right.
Once he started getting into movies, Fresh Prince was over.
Yeah. No, because Fresh Prince, it had a couple seasons
You
left.
can't marry a stripper.
You can.
I mean, yeah, sure you can. Oh yeah, this guy.
You know who that is?
I know him. He's in lots of shit. I don't know.
His
who he
name is
though.
Rance Howard. That's Ron Howard's dad.
Oh no way!
Yeah.
The Howard.
The Howard.
If you were to say one of them was the Howard, absolutely. Vivica A. Fox is smoking hot.
So this came out in 96. When I don't have like so it would have been pretty close actually, because like when would this have been shot and then edited and all that stuff? And this came out in mid 96, but he started in late 94 on the.
Oh, so he was on the show right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought all these movies were after. Oh my God, she's taking his ring off. We're not married anymore.
So yeah. He's gonna marry her.
Married.
Ron Howard's dad marries you. That shit's legal.
Oh
no matter,
my God.
literally, no matter what. Even actors
Yeah.
getting married in a scene are
They're
now
married.
officially
They're
married
now
because Ron
legally
Howard's
married.
dad.
Jada Pinkett's gonna be pissed.
That's also true. It skips a
like
generation.
Winona Ryder and Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh my God, Kiefer Sutherland can legally.
Oh
divorce
my God,
you.
my buddy had a child.
Today?
No.
Oh, congratulations. The way the story goes, it sounds like it's not on purpose.
Last name.
Yeah.
If the baby takes the mother's last name,
Yeah.
the baby's name is Jack Bauer.
How do you skip that?
I know. I told him, I was like, dude, you can't miss this. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yes, kids. And then literally everything you ever do, you give him 24 hours to accomplish it. Clean your room, you have 24 hours.
Yeah. The clock starts now. Oh, here it is. We're going to
This is a
find
great
these
scene.
aliens. I need you to search every hen house, outhouse, portal house, steak house,
They just skip like total
crack house,
They're just like, yeah, they're just taken from everybody. I'd be happy with that.
Zion.
Hear
Wait,
me.
what?
I like that he's wearing like he's not even prepared for like in a proper flight suit. He's still got those fucking goggles. From
I
his
feel
biplane.
like it's funny because there wasn't really a lot of action happening in this movie. Like when shit blows up, a lot of shit blows up.
Yeah.
I was hoping that maybe Randy Quaid would get another more scenes. Like he seems to he really got the shaft.
Well, but it's not like they screwed him. Like they hired him to do this role. It's not like they.
They cut him all out.
Yeah. It's not like
No,
they
but I mean, as his character and his family and stuff, I think I would have rather have seen more of them.
But it like so little of this has really anything to do with.
Well,
them,
no, that's what I'm saying.
right?
Maybe there could have been more aliens on the ground attacking or something, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard with that character because, like, what are you going to do with him on the ground? Like, if he does anything heroic or anything of the kind down there, it totally, like, devalues this bit for him, right?
Oh my God, I'm sure tomorrow this will be the exact speech Trump gives.
No, Melania will, because she's the one who's been ripping off all the...
I guarantee you the moment he's done, she's going to leave him.
Have you ever seen the side-by-side with her and Michelle Obama? Like the speech she ripped off? It's literally word for word the exact same speech. It was before
So
he
she
became
ripped off her speech.
She ripped off Michelle
Trump
Obama's
probably
speech.
had no idea. If Trump would have found out she ripped her speech off, he would have probably ripped her new asshole.
Yeah. No, not with his tiny penis.
What
he
a
couldn't.
fucking dumbass.
He can barely stretch out a pore. Yeah, that's my political humor.
That's my political humor.
I want him. See, what I wanted was for him to get to punch an alien in the face. Like that should have been instead of like Adam Baldwin shooting the alien who was choking out Brent Spiner, he should have just grabbed him by the throat and said, "That's enough, son," and then just punched him right square in the face.
That's enough, son.
Yeah.
He says to the alien.
Yeah, well, what else is Robert Loggia going
And
to
then
say?
you find out at the end of the movie that he's now raising this alien like his son.
Yeah. They actually...
Dad. He mentally says to me, Dad.
Speaking of Brent Spiner, too, they actually wrote out, because they killed him off in this.
Yeah.
But then they liked him so much, like the crew and everybody liked him, and in some previous... Or in some of like the event screenings and stuff, like the what are the things?
I don't know, the screeners.
Yeah, like the ones like the crowd, like they just get the small crowds. Yeah, it'll come to me.
Whatever
when
you
it's too
call
late.
it, not the consensus, but you know,
No,
they
no.
say I didn't like this, I didn't like that.
Yeah, exactly. But when they did that, like he was a really popular character, so they took the scene out where they said he died. So that if they ever made a sequel, they could bring him back. And then when they did make a sequel,
Oh, they
brought him
did.
back.
Apparently, it was terrible. Did you see it?
It was the worst. I saw somebody, and you'll be proud of me because it's the one time I didn't fucking engage in a Twitter battle. But
I'm so proud of you.
know,
I don't know why you let these trolls fucking
but
push
this
you around.
this wasn't even somebody trolling. It was just somebody just saying something, and I was just like, nope, we're gonna have words about this. But I'm like, nah, fuck it. That would be dumb. And it was like somebody was like, is it now finally time that people could say that Independence Day Resurgence was amazing? I'm like, no, it was not amazing. Everybody was bad in it. Like, you could tell the people who came back did not give a shit that they were there.
Who came back?
Judd Hirsch came back. Jeff Goldblum came back. Bill Pullman came back.
Oh, no way. Was he still the president?
No, he was like, he had gone
He had
crazy.
been- oh, my God.
So basically, like he basically went the way of John Hurt in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. He was
Right.
like painting symbols and stuff like that. Spoiler:
was he like the foreteller of the next attack?
essentially.
Oh, that's so great.
And then it just so happens, and then so like they're bringing all these other people. The one, the main like the hotshot pilots were Liam Hemsworth, and then this other kid who happened to be it was like Ross Bagley's character in this
right.
was the pilot. So it wasn't Ross Bagley playing him; it was another guy playing him. But he was like, this is my dad
Right.
type thing, right? And so it was him, and it was just stupid. And Will Smith was going to be in it, but then he asked for way too much money. Because,
in part two?
yeah. And he
Oh
was
my
like,
God. I wouldn't have even like, ew, look at
yeah.
that script.
Well,
I'm
I think
like,
it was one of those
"Yee."
things. He's like, okay, like I've got time, whatever. And I think it was either I'm going to ask for so much money that there's no way they'll say yes.
Imagine they said
Or-
yes. He's like, fuck.
Fuck. All right. Well, I'm going to do it because that's going to. He was
Buy
like,
me another helipad.
Now Jaden Smith will actually get to see some like numbers that nobody else has seen before. So. Yeah,
I kind of dig the spaceship they went with. I like it.
yeah, it is pretty cool looking. But the other part with the what's it called? The
I'm sure the aliens sit in chairs.
well,
Did they outfit the thing with chairs?
they have
or
asses. That's actually a really good question.
like, the fuck? Like, the cockpit looks like it was made for
Yeah.
human beings.
Yeah. Well, they have hands, and they said they're not that different from us. They just looked like they run pretty much the same way. Woo. I lost what I'm saying.
Oh my God, Jeff Goldblum, eh?
I know. Yeah. Jeff Goldblum's the reason I forgot what I was saying. That's not good. This is really my fault for not taking my ginkgo biloba.
Holy fuck. Oh, Hawk!
Nice.
Oh, the president's sneaking into Hawk's plane.
Oh,
Maybe
my God.
that's his old... He used to be a fighter pilot. They just keep his plane there just in case.
Exactly.
Wants to go out for a
That's
run.
why Robert Loggia's here. I'm waiting. If he even
Yeah.
tries to get in that plane, I'm going to take his son away from him again.
to take his son.
Then he's going to have to like arm wrestle aliens to get his son back. It becomes a
I
whole...
love how they're just having a great time.
Well,
I'd be shitting myself.
I know. You get to go to space. I like that. Actually, that was a great moment when we were watching that Far From Home yesterday too, when like dude was saying that like Spider-Man was like, I'm too like I don't know that I'm ready for this, and Samuel L. Jackson's like, bitch, you've been to space.
True.
I like-
They always have to have some weird crystal things going on in the background.
of course.
That's very like Stargate Atlantis.
Yes. Pew.
Beauty, eh? Beauty.
We're in space. That would be pretty fucking awesome. I don't know why. Like, I like that there's no pretense of like loss of gravity. They're just like, don't worry about it. They don't have gravity. They've got gravity things in here. You'll be fine.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like, they're not even doing like a, whoa.
Oh, it's automatically, it's all taken care of. Well, put an
But
autopilot.
they don't know that. There we go. Yes. Autopilot.
I was counting on this.
Well, the thing, do you not think that they would find this suspicious, though? Like, these things don't fly out rogue onto space when all the other ships are there. Like, they could dock with any of the ships on Earth.
Yeah, they're probably like, well, maybe they're coming in for repairs.
Yeah.
They get a little, did a beer run.
Yeah.
I think it's the beer runner
Exactly.
coming back. That's why they came for that sweet Bud Light.
Oh, yeah. Put your fucking mask on.
Oh, my God, the president's out there.
Remember
kicking fucking balls.
Yeah.
He's masking his voice. Who is that? It's me, the president. What the fuck? You said you were going to the shitter.
He would have made a good Batman, but a bad Bruce Wayne. He's always talking, I'm Batman. He's got that going, but if he brought that energy into his Bruce Wayne, he'd be like, you're fucking Batman. We all know it.
Look at that Baldwin.
Yeah, I know. I wish that he was one of the other Baldwins. He, like, escaped that smug face that all the other Baldwins have. Yes. His family's the only one that counts. And again, the military had no, like, inkling of, oh, we have so many, like, civilians on the surface above us. He's like, we're going to be fine. He's like, what about everybody else? He's like, oh, no. The military failed to plan for that. Forgot. Thank you, press secretary, for figuring this out.
Where do these guys live that they can make such a giant fucking thing? Like, what in the fuck?
The bigger planet. See, and that's actually what the next movie was leading into. I was spoiling. That's what I was talking about before. I was spoiling the sequel. So they've used the time between this movie and that movie to use, like, all their technology. Like, basically, like, they did kind of like what Vulture does in Homecoming.
Right.
They're, like, reverse engineered all the stuff, and now they've made all these weapons, and they've made this giant, like, world defense thing. So there's, like, satellites that, like, fire shit and whatever. And then it was like, okay, this was actually this mothership was the tiny ship that they send to just, like, scope things out. Now they're sending the big ship.
And it was like, mama.
And it's like, so now, like, the little ships were all the size of this one.
And even, like, it just slightly bumps Earth, it will just explode.
Pretty much. And that was it. And then so they end up kind of, like, getting there. And again, this is all based on me seeing this once, so I'm sure I'm getting some details wrong. And
you're probably getting them exactly correct.
And then, so, like, they're fighting against that thing, but then they find, like, the coordinates of this other thing, and it's this, like, robot, and it's like, I'm here to help you, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, so they win the battle in the end, and then they're literally...
It's like straight out of Star Fox.
Yeah, pretty much. They win the battle in the end, and they go... what was it? They're sitting there and they're like, oh, they've given us a roadmap to their home planet, like with, like, a wormhole and all that shit. And then, like, literally the movie essentially ends with, let's go get him. And it's like, yeah, like, high five from the Z to the O to the double R-O. Like, it's
high five.
I gotta see if I can, like, find the end of it for you. It, like, literally ends, like, it might as well have been a freeze frame at the end and all that, but it was basically, we're gonna take the fight to them, and that was going to lead to the next movie. But the first movie did so fucking poorly that they're like, we're not doing this.
Yeah, this is not. You know what? Did we speak?
I don't know.
I saw this on the news when I was on the boat. Yeah. I think. Like, I know I saw it, but I was thinking, might have been wherever. But they NASA or whatever went up north, way the fuck up north.
Yeah.
And they noted something was happening where things were flowing in the opposite direction. They should be falling. They were going, and they literally, they didn't prove anything.
Yeah.
But they're theorizing now that that could be the existence of a parallel universe to ours that runs backwards, where time runs backwards.
I did see.
And I was like, whoa, so the whole thing, it's just anal.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that was like a lot. It took way too long for that to sink in for me. But
but that was a real thing. And I was like, that
funny.
is so awesome. Yeah. Because if you watch His Dark Materials, they go up there.
Yeah.
And that's where the doorway is that Lord Asriel goes through into another dimension. Or a parallel universe or whatever the hell.
The cat from the Smurfs is the Lord there? Holy shit.
Yeah. Gargamel and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as Asriel hooks up with Gargamel...
Oh my god, look, there's a Datsun! Oh my god, the Datsun's is gonna live forever.
Nice.
He looked like they were really stressed about there.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, if you're in the trailer, you should come inside now.
Well, they're just making sure Earth is still there.
Yeah. So, this is Earth.
Thumbs up, bro.
I love a good thumbs up.
I could so be that guy. Check this out. Say some military shit to me.
Do not engage the enemy until we have confirmed that the bomb is in the port. He did it.
Wow, that should have been on, man.
He had
the only thing that we can't, if you give the thumbs up, we all die.
Yeah, got it. No,
thumbs up.
No, it goes like this: thumbs up. Then he looks down at it. No. That would be amazing.
Splashes.
Oh God. Add that one to our list of fucking, like, again, us seeing way too many movies. We saw pretty much 2 movies a week in the theater.
Yeah, man.
For like our entire
life.
From when we were like 11 till after high school.
I hope the drive-in's open here. It's for Bill and Ted.
Yeah.
I heard it was delayed by 2 weeks. I don't know what.
I don't know when it was
supposed to come
yeah.
out, but
yeah, I have no idea. I don't think it was
landed.
I don't think it was soon though.
You think it would be a lot tougher? The thing's like essentially made a particle board with an amazing shield.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you don't really need that tough of a ship if you're pretty much certain that the ship is not.
Yeah.
But then when they got here, they didn't realize that they were on the cheapest Wi-Fi band ever, and that anybody could just jack it.
Well, it's still surviving well. It's just like they still like make it all the way to where they're supposed to go, and it's only because of one hero, no spoilers here, that we get anything sorted out. You'd think like
Here
the madness.
Comes.
You think the madness would be so crazy that like they would be accidentally shooting themselves.
Oh, he's a good pilot.
Yeah.
When he sobers up.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. He's like the most on the ball dude the rest of the time. It's weird too, though, that it's these aliens that were the ones that apparently. Or is it like, did he get kidnapped by other aliens?
I think it was other aliens, and those other guys are like, this was just totally not us.
So these guys, oh,
like, we feel so bad, bro. It wasn't these guys at all.
That'd be the best at the end when he's like, hey guys, I'm back. And then it just goes to this main guy's like, not us, dude. Not us.
Oh, shit.
It's not what we do. Even though our fingers are all penis shaped, it was not us. Why did the press secretary come up here as well? She's like, like the military guys have the vehicles and everything to actually get everybody in, although none of them seem to bring any.
Oh, a lot of trailers blowing up.
Yeah. Trailers are made of real weak shit.
Yes, they are.
See that all the time.
I don't understand how they're so fucking, that looks terrible.
Yeah.
How fucking expensive they are. And then you'll see one hit a tree and the whole thing just like shreds.
I know. It's because you can poop in it. Anything you could poop in is more expensive than anything you can't poop in.
Like a toilet.
Yeah. Yeah, like a toilet, more expensive than like a pot.
Cup.
Yeah. Well, you can poop in a cup, though. So maybe
I guess.
Yeah, I think I just fucked up my whole theory with the first example we came up with. Destroyed my whole theory. Because the bottom line is you can poop in anything.
Yep, exactly.
Everybody poops and everything is a poop receptacle.
That was the point of this story. Children. Come on, sit down, for Christ's sakes.
Oi, are you a Jewish?
Neither is the black kid. He's still here.
It seems like it actually seems like he surrounded himself with people who definitely
we're definitely not Jewish.
I was like,
the guy's still a guy.
Because when it went to the other shot too, it was all people
cool,
of color
because
too.
he was assuming maybe the other people and races that were in the circle were also Jewish.
Yeah.
That was very awesome of him.
I think he was just
maybe a little naive, but at least he's not a filthy racist.
Yeah. I think he was doing like the acceptable, like you know that thing where you just say Merry Christmas and then everybody else just goes, he's just trying to say something nice to me.
Yeah,
it's just like everybody's like, I don't know what he's saying in that weird.
How dare you say Merry Christmas to me? Blah, blah, blah. I say, get the fuck out of here. By me saying Merry Christmas to you doesn't mean like go fuck yourself, whatever religion you have.
My mom had this whole theory.
Jesus Christ.
She's like my Jewish friend would say Merry Christmas to me and I'll say Happy Hanukkah. I'm like, how about you just don't like? I was like, I'd rather not assume that they were Jewish either. Happy Hanukkah. They're like, what are you talking about? Like, all right,
I just assumed by your nose that
whatever.
I could say Happy Hanukkah to you and you'd be all right with it.
I wish Happy Hanukkah to my Jewish coworkers though, because they work for me on Christmas. Like it's like I never have to worry about working on Christmas Day because of them. So I'm pretty happy about it. Fox 2.
The president's the only guy who can get this job done.
Whoa.
Oh my God, that was almost a Star Wars sound effect.
Why did he also shoot from so far away? He's like, I'm going to shoot this from like 8 miles away and hopefully it gets through the whole pile of people. Oh, this guy.
Oh, no, he is not.
Just like Biggs in Star Wars. He was like, don't worry, I'm going to do the pump. Oh.
It's my destiny.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
here we go.
we
You
talked-
see this?
Yeah.
Tony Stark stole this shit from
Yeah.
Randy fucking Quaid.
There you go. But do you know that I'm packing. He was originally in the movie, he was flying his biplane with a missile, like literally like
Oh,
taped
that's right.
to
Like
the top.
duct tape to his back.
So they redid that when they thought how ridiculous it was. Also, they thought it was better that he was in the air the whole time and that he was like the last guy with a missile left. But originally he was going to be shot down, and then he went and got his plane, somehow glued a missile to the top, and then flew into the
he
top.
took it off the one that crashed.
But this was the better ending, obviously, because like
No way.
because the fact that he gets to. Like, he has to now make the decision while he's in the air. In the other one, he literally taped, like, again, it's strapped to his friggin' thing. He can't launch it. So he's going to put himself into the thing.
Right.
And he knows that going on. This one, he's going to go shoot the missile. It doesn't work. And then he has to make the decision he makes. So it's a better thing for him.
Fuck.
Son of a
I just
bee.
jump out when it was like exploding.
Yeah, his like take my chances, and then in the sequel, it's like he's back and it's just him. He's in a chair. He's like, because he just fell like 18,000 feet, and survived.
I like that sound. Oh fuck! This is the Tony Stark fucking 8 movies of like Avengers right here. If you guys want to know like a synopsis of the Avengers, here it is. Just take out Randy Quaid and put in fucking Iron Man. There you go.
Except that this didn't happen in any of them.
Whatever. Yes, it
That's
did. He flies up in there. In the first one, they're just about to close the hole. He blows them up. He falls through.
Yeah.
And then in the fucking other one, he's like the big hero man. And the words of Tony Stark, fuck you.
It was the second one was a complete team effort.
Dad, what are you gonna do? Stop!
Yeah. Stop him. Tell him to not
Jump up there and
sacrifice
stop
himself.
him. That's a cool shot. I like this.
Actually, there's an interesting cheap guy moment in this, which we'll see in just a second. Wait for it. Oh, hello, boys. Oh, let's see if I can do it. I didn't get the right button in time. This explosion that's about to happen, I'm just trying to see. So that explosion is the
one of the buildings.
It is. It's the Empire State Building blowing up upside down.
That's hilarious.
So that was just like, let's just use that one again.
Why
But
not?
you're exactly right.
Fuck it.
And this caused, we talked about chain reaction earlier, and it caused a chain reaction.
Look at this.
Every movie
Holy shit, you did it, Randy Quaid.
every movie in this on 1996 was the same movie we've discovered.
God bless America.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the Americans, the whole world would be dead just like every day.
And that's what I was bitching about in the other thing too. Like that was all literally every military with all their military
waiting.
intelligence and stuff like that. They're like,
Thank
I think we
God.
should wait till the Americans figure out how to do it.
Yeah. If the Americans called, it's about time.
Yeah.
We're almost out of wine and cigarettes.
Yeah. Is he like, I'm going to call this guy Mexican, Johnny
He's like,
Depp.
son, your dad was a drunk son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of, and then walks away.
Yeah.
He's nothing but his heroic deed.
Yeah. The only reason the fire was so big is because the man was soaked in alcohol. And then you see every other. Wouldn't that be the best? Because like you know how it shows them all going down all over the world because like we figured out what to do. They're like, and then every single one it goes and it like goes through the French one, and it's like this drunk guy. He's like drinking a big bottle of wine. And he's going,
And you're going to see whatever I'm back is in French.
Yeah. And then it goes to England and he's like, you fucking cunt. And like, it just goes in. It's over and over and over again. It's just. I'm so on board
Always
with this.
the drunken lout of wherever, eh?
Because it wouldn't work.
Well, they're in the main one, aren't they?
Which? They're on the mothership.
They're in the mothership.
Yeah. They're on mommy ship.
I think the Borg would whoop these guys. These guys are a bunch of fucking wieners.
Well, yeah, but
I don't mean these two. I mean these aliens.
Yeah,
the Borg would bitch slap these motherfuckers.
The Borg wouldn't take on Jeff Goldblum, though. He would confuse them. He's like, oh, well, you guys all seem to be of some kind of a hive mind.
Some kind of a human alien.
Touch, I feel skin and metal and all sorts of...
Look what happens. Look, hold your hand up. Hold your hand up.
Yeah.
Look what happens when I drip this weird liquid onto your hand.
What's this thing
I'll
over your
drip it
eye?
again.
Is that a Google Glass?
Google Glass.
Can you access the internet on that? Oh my. I could do that forever, too.
I wish you would, actually.
Can we do?
Just speak like that forever.
David, can you come over here and explain this to me? Ooh, oh, you have a very silky shirt. I wish...
A very silky shirt has nothing to do with anything, right?
I wish that my shirt was made out of this. Mine's
They're
made out of...
taking it.
Let me check. Cotton poly blend. David, why are you wearing a cotton poly blend that doesn't breathe?
This should be our new podcast. Harvey Firestein and Jeff Goldblum just get us through our lives.
Can you guys explain Black Lives Matter to us? You don't understand.
Yeah.
He's like, the cops are being racist. We should defund the police. Ooh, the funding for the police. We could put that in all sorts of places.
Was it one of the places actually really talking about just like shutting the police down?
Oh, people have
They know like one of the actual. You know, like Congresses or whatever of like kind of like Minneapolis. They're like, yeah, whatever. We'll just get rid of the police.
Well, no, that's not what they're doing though. It's again, that's the.
I don't remember this scene. Yeah, they hit the guy right in the head.
Yeah, this is part of like the the special edition.
No way.
So there's a few like extra.
Yeah, I don't remember that scene knocking him out of his seat.
Yeah, usually it's just the shot of his face and then the missile going in.
Oh, here you go. This is when they just shot that thing up the Death Star's ass.
So yeah, what the Minneapolis people did, they disbanded their police force and they've reformed it.
Right.
So it's like it's now being basically what it means is that every cop has to basically reapply for their job. They can now go through all their like the things that basically the unions were protecting like really shitty people for. It's like, oh, you know, you murdered a baby because it looked at you. Well, the union like got them like two weeks paid.
Well, hopefully, like I know we talked about this before, but hopefully there's people that are doing this. Yeah. You know, the interviews are not like their buds, so they just rehire all the same assholes. Yeah. Under the pretense that we just cleaned the place up.
And then the other part of that is the defunding part, which isn't taking all the money away from it.
Of course, the door's got to be closing.
Yeah, I know. It would have been the best if it closed and then they just blew a hole in it and went. And they're like, oh yeah, these things aren't made of that, aren't that big a deal. Oh, whoa! That was Indiana Jones shit. The music is very much. It's probably the same score because it's the same composers, the same people. It's got very Stargate.
It totally is.
It's very Stargate. It's like Stargate.
Oh, it hasn't gone off yet, but it's gonna get in there and try.
It took them less than a minute to get out there. Oh, that guy got fucking really smoked. There's like a dead body
flying off his chair. Oh, I like the reflection off his eyeballs.
Yeah. I wish that he was also voiced. Wish he was also voiced by Harvey Firestein. Oh no, aliens! Get off the planet!
Yeah, Harvey Firestein should just read every book, every script. He should be every character.
The first
that would kill the shit out of them.
Oh yeah.
Although it's an alien spaceship though.
That's true.
So it probably has some.
But they gave the virus out to everything, so it should have affected them.
The whole world is just a piece of shit now.
Yeah. That's what should happen is like small cities with really big populations, like by comparison. Like
what did they do?
Think of New York.
They turned off the thing and then threw a spear up in there? Like, what the fuck?
The drunkest one did.
Right.
He's like...
They catapulted him on his spear and he said in his language, I'm back.
Yeah. And then in Australia, there was a guy riding a kangaroo, and they're all the drunkest, so it didn't really matter which one. Actually, there he was. Oh, I gotta go back. I don't usually. We gotta go back after. Well, the guy behind him isn't that better either. But there was just a dude who literally had like a black cowboy hat on. He looked like Cowboy Bob Orton a little bit, and then he was just like,
there's a guy with like a straw hat.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's everybody, right?
They save the world all on your own, there, soldier. Yeah.
This has...
I had no help at all either. Oh, there's their wives. I gotta tell her that he's dead or something.
Your newest chief of staff has updates. I think they're all dead. They're all in space.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't have to tell her anything. Hold on a minute.
The way that guy delivers lines, he sounds like he won a contest to be in this movie. Like, they're not delivered well, but they're delivered with such enthusiasm. Sir, you don't understand. We have a signal. They brought the dog with them, too.
They found them.
Would it not be okay? Like, if they're sitting there, they're like, we got to bring the dog with us. They're like, this is technically a military operation.
Oh, not anymore. Well, they brought the dad. Like, everybody's there.
Yeah. At the very least, like, he helped. Like, look at he's Jeff Goldbluming his fucking face off right now.
I just still can't believe that, like, they should have ran and hugged the wrong guy.
Yeah,
it's like fuck it.
They're like, we decided if you survive this, we're gonna get into swamp.
Good for you, Jeff Goldblum.
Oh,
Okay, Fox, I've got like a low. I have a low grade jungle fever.
Low grade.
Oh,
I got a fucking high grade.
Can I watch? I'm here for Will's body.
He's not dead.
Yeah. No, I just want to see Will's body while he takes it to Constance.
That seems like the most disingenuous smile ever.
Well, because they did have a fist fight. Like, if a dude punched you in the face, you never want to. It's like, you just help save the world. But I'm not that thrilled about complimenting you because you punched me in the face.
Earlier, yeah.
It's like if somebody kicked me in the dick hole, I would never like it. That wouldn't matter. He could like literally save my daughter from a fire, and I'd be like, "You're still a fucking asshole."
Because you punched me in the face before.
I was like,
which also, when you punched me in the face, saved my life.
Yeah, give me the
You punched me out of the way of an alien ray beam. You know,
rabies. I thought you were gonna say rabies for some reason. I was like, "Where are you going with
rabies.
this?" See, weird.
Oh, they did. See, look at us standing together.
Yeah,
You want to live with that white lady?
Yeah, no, well, she was sitting there.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, she's trading herself up. She was like, I was just dating a stupid pilot. She's like, I learned everything about the president from his wife. Then she died. Now I'm horning in.
Yep.
Oh my God, what a story that would be.
I still don't believe that they had such a great relationship and she was a stripper. I'm not saying that she's not. You know, I'm just saying there's no way. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm sure she was a wonderful woman, but I don't believe. But maybe this is what made them stronger, right here.
Yeah,
they'll talk about it later, you know.
Yeah, well, the talk had to have happened. It's not like,
oh yeah, of course.
Oh, executive producer Ute.
I'm sure they must have went through it before. She's like, I don't give lap dances anymore. You know what? I just make money.
It's just one of those places.
He shows up every now and then just to make sure.
Yeah,
she loves it.
David Brenner, the Canadian.
She loves Yul Brenner. She loves his jealousy.
Yeah.
What are you looking at my wife? Yeah, we're at a strip club. She's stripping. Fuck you.
Yeah. I do that to, like, my wife's a news broadcaster. Like, she's a news anchor. You looking at my wife?
Fuck you looking at my wife for?
Because she's telling us about
telling me the weather?
She's telling me about the massacre in, Myanmar.
Right
Bill Pullman.
I think I like this font.
Yeah, it's all right.
I love it. We need an Independence Day font shirt. Do we have that?
Oh, we could do that. We've used a lot of fonts. I did the the Marvel one. I did the
Indiana Jones
one, which is still
Superman.
I think the Indiana Jones one is my favorite, only because it took way more work than the Star Wars one. Like, the Star Wars one took some work, but like the Marvel one and the Indiana Jones one, I had to move each individual letter and size it and shape them all. It's much tougher. And I'm sure this is what the people this far into our podcast want to hear about. Our t-shirt designs. You want to see our t-shirt designs? Oh, why don't you go to tpublic.com/miscast-commentary, or just find it in the link to this episode or anywhere, because we fucking put it places.
Fucking right we do.
Buy a shirt. Buy it. If you don't have a mask, buy a mask.
I had a great idea
because we sell masks too.
For a t-shirt booth on Peely Island.
Yeah.
Because all the merchandise they have there is kind of shitty.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I can get some shirts drawn up, I just gotta find somebody. I don't know, man, that can come make my ideas be a literal. I can't draw.
Yeah.
I need somebody that either has computer skills or drawing skills, bow staff skills. You know, something.
I got bow staff skills.
Some kind of skills, brah.
I mean, they stopped when I was 11, but I could still spin.
This is 96, so the credits shouldn't be 27 minutes long.
They shouldn't be, but they're gonna be.
But they will.
Yeah. It stops for literally just pauses for a little while. It was James Wong, who was the Asian guy who you thought was the guy from...
it'd be so bad.
Oh, just go. I'll finish this up.
Fuck it.
All right. Now that Todd's helped save the world, Jessica Cardinal was the German video newscaster. Ooh, Ron Pitts. Oh my God. Ron Pitts was in this. I forgot. He was the teacher at my school when I was there.
Seriously?
Yeah, I forgot he was in this. Our teachers were in a lot of things, though. My TV teacher was in Cocktail.
Sweaty Tits Pitts is in this movie?
He's the one. Get out of here. Don't scream at my children. All right, guys. That's going to be it for this one, because I'm not interesting when I'm alone. I get just sad and whatever. Let's remember to find us at miscastcommentary.com. Email us, podcast@miscastcommentary.com. I want to hear about your uninteresting city, if that's the place we're going to go if the alien shit goes down. So email us at that there, or on Twitter at miscastpodcast. I'm at JK Finley. Todd's at miscasttodd.
Where else can you guys? Instagram at miscastcommentary. I'm at JK Finley there. Call us 1-289-769-3288. We're on Tumblr. Our Facebook group, we're doing a thing right now. If you join our Facebook group between now and the 15th, you can win a TeePublic prize pack from us. So just join up. I can see when people go in, and you will automatically be entered into said contest, and we'll pick a winner on the last day there. So by all means, do that. I got nothing else for you guys at the moment. We'll see you next week with another Coming Attractions episode. We've got another great movie coming up for you. Yeah, Coming Attraction. We're going to try again with the Zoom thing as well. I won't lie to you. We tried before recording this movie to do another Zoom thing. It didn't work out as well with the two of us. Nobody, like a couple people came and like nothing really happened. It wasn't very interesting. So we're going to try again another day, and hopefully we'll have something interesting for you. Oh, Todd's coming back. He's literally zipping up his fly, which we talked about earlier. The Fly and Jeff Goldblum.
I'm back.
And that's it for this episode. So we'll see you next time.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast Media production.